once I'll play the role of a ghost, and observe while the animals circle alone, the cabin in the moon's glow. Animals wait at the door, safe and sound for now. So wake up to a house you don't know, and faces that want answers you know. Vacant. Take the trouble for the good ones. Oh, I'm somewhere in the blank stairs, and I'll wait for the moment from years ago.
Act 1. Greed and hypocrisy leading to a genocidal world war. Then post-war injustice and hysteria. A boom. A crash. Totalitarianism. Act 2. Greed and hypocrisy leading to a genocidal world war. Post-war injustice and hysteria. A boom, a crash. Totalitarianism. Act 3. Greed and hysteria. A boom, a crash. I don't dare continue. Totalitarianism. Again, yes. But never before has mankind been confronted by the problem of surviving global death, total death, the doubting of reality, and overall a well-bred paranoia. Totalitarianism. And our personal antidotes. Dope. Marking time and making money. Making it. Turning on. Turning off. Dope, 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 dope. The facts are potent enough. The facts are potent enough. The facts are potent enough. As the death of society, totalitarianism. Totalitarianism.
All right, that seems like as good a time as any to fucking start, huh? 1 second. Let's just see what we're dealing with here. Oh shit, that's right. I'll never fucking know how many people are fucking watching today because of the fucking YouTube stream. It's not connected to my fucking OBS. And I'll have to open up a comfy stream just to see where we're at. Okay, cool. There we go. How's everybody doing? Live chat, pop out chat, close. I'll minimize that. I'll do it like this. Fuck. Shit. Okay, we're actually starting now. All right. So how do we do this today? What do we do first? What did I title my fucking comfy stream? Something about destroying conservatives in the marketplace of ideas? Like a based Giga Chad, true super soy soldier. From Dark Brandon's fucking femboy repository. Where is my there we go. Scenes. There we go. How's it fucking going, guys? Oh shit, you know what? I think I also forgot to post in the Discord that I'm live. So we'll do that real quick before we fully get started. Copy the link for the comfy chat. Actually, this will go here. So what I thought we would do today is go over some of the stuff that I'm actually not allowed to go over on Twitch because of the dumb fuck loser rules that are always happening there. Let me just finish this real quick. YouTube stream. And I also thought we would start off very pedestrian while the ADD medicine kicks in. And find Mr. Dingo's video that he posted to me to watch. Right here.
If you somehow happened upon this video without any prior knowledge of online politics, Stephen Kenneth Bennell II, also known as Destiny, is one of the biggest online political creators out there right now. From his humble beginnings working as a carpet cleaner for many years, to his start streaming StarCraft 2, Destiny evolved over a number of years and eventually settled on political commentary from a liberal progressive perspective. Another popular political content creator, Hassan Abi, better known as Hassan Piker, is notable for quite a few reasons. Perhaps you know him from his hilarious showings on Austin Show's Lover Host, his political pop commentary on Twitch, or maybe his thoughts on 9/11.
America deserved 9/11, dude. Fuck it, I'm saying it.
We're there.
After interning for his uncle's political news show, he quit and started his own live show discussing politics, getting his start with help from Destiny. In any normal world, two people like Hassan and Destiny seem like the perfect fit for each other. Both have left-leaning political ideologies, enjoy video games and movies, and upload content to the same platform, YouTube. However,
I don't understand. I genuinely, and I'll never understand this, and I've said it a million fucking times. I don't fucking understand how anyone can watch Hassan ever. Okay? I just don't fucking get it. Has Sondsol seen the Keffels Molina clip yet? No. Is there a way to make it to where people can drop links in chat? I don't think so. John Locks, DM it to me on Twitter or something.
However, after a series of controversies,
Oh.
personal disagreements, and terrible debates, the two are not only not friends, but they outright hate each other. And in today's video, I intend to find out why.
I think he's pretty much compromised like all of his values.
The rest of your life is as horrible as it is every single day.
Then, shut it up.
Wait, no fucking shot. Oh, this is Chuds. Can I just see the original one? Watching Avin preach talking about Hassan was racist to Judeon. Oh, I didn't know that he did that. Not surprising, though. A lot of socialists turn out to be ultra racist. Let's see if this crashes stream by watching a fucking clip.
And she went up to Melina, and she was like, she was shaking. Like, it was like she was so anxious or so angry, she was shaking, right? And she said, tell your husband, if he doesn't stop coming for me, I'm going to get his YouTube channel deleted. No fucking memes. That happened, okay?
Jesus Christ.
I'm
no
not
fucking
shitting you.
shot.
That happened yesterday at the partner party, okay?
Jesus Christ. Fucking really? That shit's so fucking unbelievable. Imagine fucking walking up to someone's girlfriend and then threatening, like, by proxy. Why does Chud Logic look British? Yeah, I don't know. It's something about the skull shape that just doesn't, it doesn't match up. I would never have clocked him for being a British guy.
Fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Nobody care! Nobody care! I don't care. If he wants to buy a big ass house.
Oh, fuck. Imagine Keffels walks up to Molina at that fucking party and they just have a fucking soundboard IRL.
The rest of your life is as
Nobody care! Nobody care! I don't care. If he wants to buy
It's fucking nobody
a
cares.
big ass house, let him buy a big ass house. I think he'll do it. That's fine. But
After leaving his uncle's political news show and venturing out into the uncertain lands of online political discourse, Hassan latched onto the first sensible figure he saw, Destiny. They coincidentally first met at Politicon 2018 in Los Angeles, where Hassan was scheduled to debate conservative commentator Charlie Kirk, only a few months after he started his Twitch channel. The increasingly political nature of Destiny's streams and his large audience made Destiny fairly attractive to Hassan, leading to him growing an active community
I always knew that
centered
motherfucker
around
was
his
gay.
content on Twitch off of the coattails of Destiny. Hassan's entertaining streams and bombastic attitude, which he would hone over time by practicing with Destiny in his community, would make him a viewer favorite. Hassan's collaborations with Destiny and his appearances on talk shows like The Raj Royale, more commonly known as The Austin Show, and his prior notability as a host on his uncle's show The Young Turks, earned him a loyal and cult-like following, like most popular streamers his size. As with most Twitch politics creators, Destiny had many explosive and aggressive conversations with Hassan, but their extreme disagreements and eventual falling out took place over the course of 2019. On June 27th, Hassan and his community fired back at Destiny for expressing that he was worried that Hassan was exaggerating some of the more negative claims of other presidential candidates because he preferred Bernie Sanders. They said that Destiny was devaluing Hassan's work as a political journalist, and that calling him a Bernie bro was very insulting.
Doesn't being a political journalist imply that you ever have a fucking breaking story? Like literally ever? Or maybe you just like report on something that you investigate yourself? Like ever, literally ever. Has he ever fucking written an article about something that he wasn't directly just like ripping from someone else. Ever. I don't think it's ever happened. He doesn't do it for drama. He doesn't do it for fucking news stories. He doesn't do it for literally fucking anything. Not tech, not video games. He has no reporting whatsoever. He just watches other people's fucking videos and adds his dumb fuck commentary over the top. So to say that anyone would be devaluing his political journalism is fucking hilarious.
Destiny conceded that making fun of Hassan was probably a bad idea, but Destiny wanted to see for himself what the truth was, so he decided to analyze one of Hassan's videos about Kamala Harris, and afterwards felt that the info Hassan presented in his video was either misleading or straight up wrong.
And I was flying on the forever flight, I had nothing to do, so I actually watched the whole thing, and I tried to read into every issue, and I feel like this is like a really, really one-sided, not fairly presented video. Okay, so what do you have to do? Wait, so you're hold on, so for some of the companies you're bringing up, right? So wait, can I please finish one fucking point? Oh my god, you just rambled for like 20 minutes. Because you brought it up, okay? But what I'm saying is that, okay, but let me finish, oh my god, let me finish, I can't finish. Okay, what I'm saying is that...
You go down this route.
No,
and now you're saying it doesn't matter because you realize that fucking, you're wrong, that you totally...
Wait, hold on. I thought that the falling out between Destiny and Hassan happened over the N-word drama, not over the Kamala misinformation thing. I've seen this video like a year and a half ago. That is covered later on. Oh, gotcha. By the way, everybody, see that dingo in YouTube chat right there? That's the guy who made this video. You guys should go subscribe to his YouTube. Give him subscriber.
misrepresented Kamala Harris's funding?
As you could probably guess from those clips, the conversation ended up being entirely unproductive. Neither of them could come to an agreement, and at the end, Destiny expressed that he thinks Hassan chooses his conclusion first, and then picks or skews his points to support that given conclusion. Destiny ended the conversation, offering Hassan the chance to have another conversation later if he was unsatisfied with the one they just had. Despite this major conflict in the rearview mirror, the final straw that ended the friendship was Hassan finding out about a clip in which Destiny refers to Hassan's nickname for Pete Buttigieg, Booty Judge, as homophobic.
I also don't know how I feel about like the
YouTube
judge
motor, yeah.
comments. Like, I don't know, man. It feels kind of memey to me. I don't know if I would call it necessarily homophobic with those comments. Maybe it is. I'm not sure. The only reason to make the joke is to invoke the fact that he's gay. Wait, is Pete gay? Oh, whoa.
By the way, if you're watching on YouTube right now, like the fucking stream. There's 14 people watching and only 4 likes. And the more likes we get, the more people might come into the fucking chat. And we want to get the fuck away from Twitch because that shit, we can't watch fucking anything to do with any kind of like police stuff that's going on, okay? We can't do anything that has to do with reacting to any of the Destiny stuff. And let's be honest, nobody on Twitch is giving any entertaining fucking political takes right now, okay? It's just not fucking happening. The only place that we're going to be able to see interesting political shit is going to be on YouTube. So please hit the like button.
Holy shit. Wait, those comments are super homophobic. Wait, what the fuck? No way. Oh shit. It's literally making fun of his name? I would be incredibly uncomfortable calling a guy that's gay Pete Buttigieg. What the fuck? That's horrible.
Hassan ended up burning the bridge with Destiny over a heated Twitter argument.
Love to see the dude I defended for his past and ongoing gamer moments numerous times to journalists, friends, and even political campaigns flip on a dime and try to claim that I'm being homophobic for saying booty judge. Very cool. Definitely another W for the honesty column there.
I don't know, mate. I bet $1 million.
Yeah, we did just see the Chud Logic clip that Keffels walked up to Melina and threatened Steven through her. It's so fucking cringe. So, like, it's actually, not gonna lie, it's actually unbelievable that she felt confident enough to walk up to Melina. Because wasn't Destiny there at I thought that Destiny was going to TwitchCon too. Is he not? Was he not around Melina? And if he is there, will Keffels approach him? Will she approach him? No, she'll approach the girlfriend, or sorry, not the girlfriend, the wife of the man who she's fucking feuding with. She is so fucking cowardly. She can't even walk up to fucking Destiny herself. And the whole joke is that he's a fucking manlet. He's 5'8", okay? It's not like he's gonna fucking like sit there and fucking suplex you into the fucking sun.
is that if you were a fan of Buttigieg and Crowder released a video calling
No,
him
he got
Booty
tickets
Judge
from what
as
I
a
understand.
joke, you would be 100% on board with saying he's being homophobic. Or are you just going to say socialism is for really just meant figs?
They were effectively on bad terms after this, but it wouldn't be the last time they came into conflict or had interactions. Which leads us to the situation that we're about to go over now hasn't been Destiny's first tussle with the topic of edgy jokes in private, so I'll give you a super quick rundown before we get into the meat of this section. Destiny and Trihex, two streamers, were good
Destiny will bite your ankles like the fucking, you know, the fucking,
registered, microchipped, cleaned up after, desexed, leashed, not allowed on the beaches or in the parks outside certain hours.
Destiny walks up to you. He says, "Hey, Keffels, I know we've had our feuds in the past," but Keffels cuts him off, says, "Don't you dare talk to me. I'm getting your YouTube banned." Destiny has a red mist, cloud his fucking eyes. And all you can hear echoing throughout the streets of San Francisco. And bite, and you run up, you see what the noise was, and there lies Keffels on the ground, ankleless, feetless, because Destiny attacked the only thing that he could reach.
friends who ran a podcast together on his YouTube.
Do I stream full time? No, Maine. I do not stream full time anymore. I've moved on to greener pastures, but I do this probably more than I should. This is my second form of income. We vibing, okay?
Channel. Destiny later appeared on a live chat show called The Raj Royale and had a controversial debate on the subject, which led to Trihex and Destiny no longer being friends.
But it was just very surprising to me that somehow, in your mind, you can possibly justify the private, because these are private instances, of using the N-word, when I think you often have called yourself a rural utilitarian, haven't you? So Destiny, do you think that if everyone does what you do and privately made jokes using the N-word, that the world would actually be a good place?
It's possible, sure. So I'm very much a fan of a concept called death of the author. That means that once we've created like a work or once we've released some piece into the wilderness or whatever, people can interpret it as they will. You don't have any control of that anymore. So if I engage in certain types of jokes or humors, like in an edgy level or whatever, then what can happen is people can take that and it can reinforce beliefs that I don't want to reinforce, or it can be utilized in ways I don't want it to be utilized. I have no control over people. Stop saying right while I'm saying
because I'm agreeing with you.
So my position on using certain types of humor or certain types of words publicly is, I personally don't like to do it, and I don't think you should do it because people can take it in ways that you don't want them to.
Okay.
If two people want to tell like an edgy joke to each other or whatever, I don't think that's a big deal. And also, I think it is possible to engage in those forms of humor without necessarily embracing like the underlying stereotypes that some people might when it comes to that type of humor.
The thing about that take is that
Destiny's position seems
fucking, I feel like maybe 10, 15 years ago, nobody would fucking disagree. 10 or 15 years ago, no one would fucking disagree. That the idea that you're making edgy jokes to people that you are in close proximity to, not in fucking public. You're not saying the N-word out in public where like other people can fucking hear you, or other people might be like, oh shit, there are some fucking Klansmen over there. I don't feel comfortable over here anymore, right? You're in your own fucking home. You say an edgy joke. What is that going to do to fucking anybody else? It's not like the N-word is like a fucking magic spell where every single time you say the N-word, a black man dies of heart disease. That's not what fucking happens. Okay. Now, it's still not good to say it, right? Especially if you're out in fucking public, right? If you make an edgy joke, I told this story on stream not too long ago where I went out with some friends and I was already drunk before we got to the bar because I didn't want to spend any fucking money while I'm out at the bar, and said a little bit of an edgy joke. No slurs, but just a little bit of an edgy joke. Don't remember what the lead up was, but I looked at my friend. I was like, "Oh, what are you saying that black people are like? Do you think all black people are animals?" Right? And I didn't know. Fucking 10 yards in front of us was an African American couple who heard every word that I said, and it was incredibly fucking awkward. All right, and they probably, no, I say probably, I know that they did not like that joke because they made it known. They said that wasn't cool. So if that joke was made in private, nobody would have given a fuck because that couple wouldn't have fucking heard it. My friends wouldn't have felt awkward because they were around me after saying it near someone that was hurt by it. You know, like nobody would have fucking known. So it's such a fucking virtue signal to be upset about that.
Seems to be that publicly making these jokes is bad because they can influence or reinforce people's genuine beliefs. But in private, among those you know do not hold those beliefs, there isn't any broad societal harm. But little did Destiny know, this wouldn't be the last he heard of the topic. What at first seemed like a regular Twitch politics panel had something much more sinister brewing under the surface. Two people who planned to be on the panel, Quarantine and Cole, approached the panel leader to sneak in a certain controversial topic.
Mindwaves TV invited me onto the Big Brain podcast to have a discussion about political issues with a cast of other people. I've been on here once before and I had a good time, so I accepted the invitation. This is a list of topics I was given for our discussion that night.
Wait, hold the fuck up. Why is chat showing up on my fucking screen here? Oh, shit. I know what to do. 1 second.
The N-word topic is noticeably absent from this list. To be clear, and I'm going to read again. To be clear, I don't mind discussing any topic with any person, any environment at any time. I'm okay with this. But I was absolutely ambushed by Quarantine and Colecash on this topic. Quarantine questioned Mindwaves numerous times throughout this podcast, asking him if, is this what you wanted? And he follows it up with I didn't ask to talk about this.
Did you get what you're looking for out of this? Like, is this what you wanted?
I could ask you the same question. I thought y'all wanted to talk about this too.
I didn't ask to talk about this.
That's not what I heard.
I didn't ask to
Cole
talk about
also
this.
seems to state
Yes, you fucking
afterwards,
did.
He came into the conversation with the goal to expose Destiny as a racist and a horrible person, and he wanted at Andre Demise to use his intellect to expose this as well. So here we have Cole also saying what I just read, right? He's saying he did have a goal coming into it. How does Andre react when we bring up that the N-word topic is the next topic? What is the response? So I don't know if you can hear him, but after he brings up that we're talking about the N-word topic, he literally says, that's the only one I came here for. Let's fucking go.
Eventually, this drama found its way back to Hassan, which led to a heated one-on-one confrontation, which would end up being one of their last discussions.
No, I still don't think it's okay. But in your but in your instance, I'm saying like I would, if you're not gonna stop saying the N-word, I would rather you just at least not.
Yeah,
say
I'm not
that you're
asking.
saying
I don't know why you're telling me like a rather. We're not talking about like would you rather this or that. I'm just asking this one very simple question.
Said that contextually.
What am I trying to draw? I'm trying to figure out what the fuck you believe. It's impossible because you can't answer a single question. You just want to talk in stories all day long. I can't like I still don't know what the fuck you think. I have no idea.
That is context. I just literally give you context. That is an unacceptable.
Okay, so what would be acceptable?
I think that the examples that you gave.
Oh my God,
last night, the examples
question. Holy shit, this is unreal. Are you guys watching this? I can't believe this right now. Why can't you just answer the question?
Did you just call to cry because I'm literally answering your question?
No, you're not answering.
After it was all said and done, Destiny wrote what his community sarcastically calls it a manifesto about the situation. Destiny's full account is rife with profanity, but as usual, concise, well written, and informative. I'm not going to play it on this video in full just because of how long it is, but I'll play you this short clip to give you the gist of it.
TLDR, fuck Quarantine and Cole, fuck the Surfs TV, fuck Hassan, fuck Bad Money, fuck Mike from CCP,
TLDR.
fuck Alibrel, fuck Trihex, alright? That's my first line because fuck all these people, alright? Firstly.
Hassan has a well-documented history of criticizing wealthy people.
Okay, Dingo, I don't know if you're still in chat. This is something I will say, all right? You gotta... Okay, so I don't know if this is even your goal, okay? I don't even know if this is your goal. So if it's not, you can completely ignore me. But if you're trying to go for a fact-based, as close to like neutral take into this as possible, like everything here has been really shitting on Hassan. Although it's really hard to make him look good for most people. It's really hard to make him look like a smart, good faith actor. Might need to like look into how to make that work for yourself, because oof, this is like a Destiny puff piece and a fucking Hassan hit piece.
Wearing shirts that say "Eat the Rich" and condemning individuals like Elon Musk and Bill Gates. so it was pretty weird to see Hassan become one of the most profitable Twitch streamers in the world, collaborating with the wealthy and successful like XQC and Ludwig, including
Gotcha.
buying himself a brand new sports car. Most people would refer to this as being a champagne socialist, which is a word for somebody who calls themselves a socialist and
Yeah, I don't
argues
think
for
you're being
workers'
deceitful.
rights, but sits
I just
atop
didn't know what
a
your goal
mountain
was.
of wealth, buying themselves expensive luxury items and sometimes even mistreating their own workers, which Hassan is undeniably guilty of, but that's a video for a different day. However, the controversy really kicked off when Hassan bought himself a $3 million mansion. Obviously, this whole controversy reads like blatant hypocrisy to a regular person. Destiny eventually figured out, and as he does with pretty much all drama, decided to cover it on his stream.
If he wants to buy a big ass house, let him buy a big ass house. I think he can do it. That's fine. But I think it's a little funny when a guy spends his whole life shitting on somebody like Bezos and then signs an exclusive contract with Bezos so that he can make millions of dollars go and buy $1 million mansions. That's funny to me. Also, the thing is, there's a discussion to be had about it. Maybe. Who cares really that much? But there are so many bad arguments that are thrown out on all sides of it. Like, one is that, like, it's LA, dude. $3 million is an average house. Shut the fuck up, okay? His house isn't even that big. It was like 4,000 square feet. The lot is like 6,000. It's a deal.
This is the fucking stupid shit. All right, I'm gonna get. All right, we're streaming on Comfy as well. All right, there's gonna be some conservatives that might not like what I'm about to say, but this is also the same kind of shit that they were saying when DeSantis sent the all those migrants over to Martha's Vineyard. Like, oh well, why don't they just allow them to? Why don't they just allow them to get homes there? It's like, okay, okay. So Martha's Vineyard, the average home price is something like $20 million or some shit like that. That would be an actual reason to say like, oh, well, that's just like the average home price there, right? Like it's like super expensive to live there. LA has a fuckload, an absolute unbelievable amount of fucking poor people there. All right. There's plenty of places that you can get in LA that are less than $3 million. If your house starts bumping up into the no, I was about to say into the 7-digit range, but I feel like if your house is like 500,000 or more, you're probably living in a decent area, or it's a really, really, really nice house. All right. If you're getting a $3 million house, this is not a, oh, well, this is like my only option type thing. All right. Whereas in like Martha's Vineyard, those are like basically the only option. We tried to find the average like apartment price in Martha's Vineyard, and we couldn't find the prices of apartments because they're just like aren't any that are up for grabs right now, you know? Yeah, he could also just move, but if I'm going to be ultra charitable to Hassan, which there really isn't a reason to here, because he's a fucking live streamer and this wouldn't really apply to him necessarily. But if I'm being ultra charitable, this is like the city to live in if he has a fucking career in entertainment, right? LA is where you go if you have a job in fucking entertainment, live streaming even, or if you're in the YouTube scene, you're going to have a lot of connections out there. But guess what? My home state, fucking Texas, got a lot of cheap real estate, motherfucker, and half of the fucking Twitch aristocracy lives in fucking Austin. I don't know. I don't think you have to buy a $3 million goddamn house out in fucking LA in order to make that shit work. So,
Decent sized house, okay? He has to have a place to put his mom. Bro, she has to live in West Hollywood. My mom literally said, honey, if we don't live in West Hollywood, I'm gonna fucking hate you. There's so many dog shit arguments being thrown out. I don't really care that much about it. I do think it's kind of funny that, yeah. I think all the coping is funny, but
all in all, he seems relatively balanced talking about the subject, which is surprising given their personal disagreements, but nonetheless commendable. However, some interpreted Destiny's coverage less than uncharitably, which perfectly describes Twitch personality Ludwig Agrant's take on the situation.
And part of the reason why this was leaked in the first place is because Destiny tweeted it out. He was like the first guy to dunk on Hassan by posting him with the admittedly cringy "make the rich pay" shirt and then the house, which you know, he's not the man who posted the story, but that's the thing that originally doxed him. It's just weird to say I don't care when you're the first person to post the tweet, even if it's a dunk. I mean, you gotta care somewhat. He's acting like the news just landed on his desk, but because of Destiny's tweet, it picked up and for the past like 3 days, 20th, 21st, 22nd, it was trending. And the fucked part is, in replies to Destiny's tweet, people were posting Hassan's address. And I don't want to get on Destiny's bad side because kind of like
Okay, press X to fucking doubt. Were people actually posting the literal address, street, fucking zip code of this house in Destiny's fucking Twitter or tweet about this? Because I saw the fucking tweet and I don't remember seeing the fucking address. Because not gonna lie, I might have fucking looked just to see like the interior of the house, to see the listing, just to see what the inside of the fucking house looks like, to see if it is worth $3 million. I don't feel like there was actually a fucking address posted.
Ross, he has an absolute menace of a viewership that will hunt me down and make me regret ever speaking his name, which is terrifying.
Before I end this segment of the video, I think it's only fair to show Hassan's response to the criticism.
So, basically, there was a process in which I started publicly looking for a home. And you guys know this already because I talked about it. I was like, which was foolish. And I should have never done it, but regardless. I talked about it. I was like, I'm going to get a house. I'm going to get a house in California. I'm going to get a house in Los Angeles, California. And I started looking for houses. And I went to a couple different places where, a couple different instances where, like, I basically offered asking price right up front. And these motherfuckers were like, yeah, you're going to have to pay us like $100,000 more than the asking price. And that's when I was like,
what a dumb fuck. Why the fuck would you do that? Yeah, I'm just going to pay them the asking price right up front. You're not going to fucking try and negotiate the price down like at all? Yeah, of course they're going to fucking hit you back with, actually, 100,000 more, please. Give me the money, rich man. Rich man, give me that money. Of course they're going to fucking do that. Dumb fuck.
Like, all right, fuck this. I'm done. But, of course, you know, the same problems of space still existed. And my mom and dad, who are very upset with me never really spending my money on anything, were like, dude, just buy a house. You're fucking...
No, it's not just that he's rich now. This is like the kind of shit that someone who's always been rich would do, right? Who has no concept of the value of fucking money because they've never had to deal with being fucking poor. I feel like if I got fucking millions of dollars right now, I would still be like, I said this on stream the other day. I've been poor for most of my fucking life, especially my adult life. I've always been poor. I've never been well off in my adult life, right? And the idea that, the idea right now of purchasing something for $40, even something $40, right? Like a shitty pair of shoes, is inconceivable. I can't imagine it at all. Fucking paying 40. Even when I've been a little bit more well off, or maybe when I've been, you know, like just paid or something like that, and I didn't have to pay rent because either I was at my previous really cozy setup where I didn't have to pay rent while I was house sitting, or when I was like in between places while I was living with my parents and I didn't have to pay rent, you know, I still wasn't like purchasing the most expensive shit ever, or even like, I'm sorry, mid-level shit. I'm landlord rich and I negotiate when I buy property. Yeah, exactly. There's no fucking reason why you should ever just like immediately offer their asking price, because of course they're going to jack the price up a little bit.
Stupid. So they continued it. They continued the hunt. And they came to a location that they liked.
1 year hypers.
So I was like, fuck it. I took all the necessary precautions. I'm not going to detail them, but just know that I took all of the necessary precautions. I did a couple things like boost my credit, as I've talked about as well, in an effort to get decent enough credit so I could get a loan.
Despite this being one of Hassan's more mainstream controversies, there's no explosive conclusion to this part of the story. In reality, it's just another facet of the sprawling careers of both Hassan and Destiny.
Hold on 1 second. Homes have been going for well over asking price for a couple of years, and offer at asking price isn't dumb in this market. Well, okay, well maybe I'm showing my ignorance of the purchasing of a home since I've never fucking done it. But if someone puts out a price, why would they then jack up the price once someone is interested in purchasing it? Are you saying well over asking price or well over the valuation of the property? Because those are two very different things, right?
However, there's one more notable and frankly hilarious interaction to touch on before we end this video. r/place was an April Fool's collaborative project and social experiment hosted on the social networking site Reddit, once in 2017 and again in 2022. The experiment involved an online
God, that
canvas
shit was so fucking
located
fun.
at a subreddit in which registered users could edit the canvas by changing the color of a single pixel with a replacement from a 16-color palette. This experiment naturally attracted communities from all over the internet, looking to leave their mark on internet history, including Destiny and Hassan's communities. Although this seems pretty silly, and it is, indulge me for a little while, and you might just have some fun. April 4th, 2022.
Oh, hold on. Jack, I didn't even listen. I didn't even fucking consider that. Other people bidding up on the price. Yeah, okay, you know what? Yeah. Why am I on YouTube? Because I am trying to move a little bit away from Twitch because it's only a matter of time until I get fucking like mass reported off of it. And now that my exit strategy, comfy.tv or comfy.stream, sorry. Now that that's back up, I feel like I can dual stream to YouTube and to Comfy. If people want to talk to me off of Comfy, then they can definitely do that. But, you know, the Dingo, no, Dingo is not Twitch banned, unfortunately.
The Western Front is being valiantly defended by the DGG community, and as dawn rises, Hassan declares war on the Taliban.
Yo, can we black out Destiny?
Oh, wait, Attena Cactus, do you have, can you send me like a DM, or if you have this, don't like go out of your way for it. But does anybody have a screen cap of the things that Vosh's community were trying to put on r/place? Because it was so like low quality, like it was so shit. It was like 12 pixels because they didn't feel like they could defend it strong enough. Meanwhile, Destiny's community at that time was about the same size in terms of like YouTube numbers as Vosh's YouTube count, but they were putting fucking like 5 or 6 things and attacking and defending all of like other people's shit on r/place. Like, I don't know if you guys can hear that on the microphone, but someone's dog is howling like a motherfucker outside. Jesus Christ.
Any shit?
I'm fucking down, dude. You want to pull it?
You're trolling us on.
You want to pull the fucking Twitch? Like,
You want to put a Twitch logo?
Their territory is soon attacked. However, the attack is unsuccessful, and the troops of Al-Qaeda hold the line. Now, Hassan does have a few builds on the map, but his main piece...
Wait, hold on. Al-Qaeda, or is it the Taliban? Oh, maybe these are different splinter groups. Oh, the same basic ideology.
of territory is 2 dogs holding a love heart. And, in an act of pure retributive justice, Destiny quickly declares war, and the dog on the left is eradicated in what is now to be referred to as K911. The image was replaced with the Hungarian flag and an intimidating D. And this is the core of what makes r/place so fun. Communities warring for territory, vies for power breaking out, and the chaos and confusion as anime weeaboos start pigeonholing your shit. But unfortunately, it seems like Hassan didn't get the joke.
guys, I have to cover the news. I mean, they're very clearly attacking it right now, but I have to cover the news. I mean, it's disgusting. It is really fucking gross to just like...
1 second. My camera is covering this up. Look how fucking sad this dude looks, dude. This is so fucking depressing. Look how fucking sad. Look how sad he is. I'm sorry. Not how sad he is. How sad he's pretending to be.
But I have to cover the news. I mean, it's disgusting. It is really fucking gross to just like nuke fish like that. It's so gross, and it's very specific. Like, it's obviously a targeted strike.
So hard.
But you know, you can't really do anything. It's just fucking pathetic. But I have to cover the news. You know what I mean? You did it, guys. You did it. You fucking destroyed my dead dog. Like, you fucking owned it. You know what I mean?
You put the dog there. If you were so fucking scared of that fucking dog getting K911, guess what? You shouldn't have put it on there. The entire fucking thing was constantly getting edited over by like other communities. If this is all that you can fucking get on the fucking board, and that's the fucking thing you chose, and you're going to be upset if it was going to get taken away, guess what? Guess what? You're the fucking retard for doing that shit.
This is the part where some people have an issue. Why is it okay to build your dead dog to make sure that no one messes with it?
Wait,
and
true.
if they do, you get on your stream and get upset about it.
Hey, that's what
Why
I
is it
said,
okay
you
to
motherfucker.
disrupt the game for other people because you have a personal attachment to your arts, melting down when people play a pixel game within the rules?
How's
To
it going,
cap off
Yas?
this video, my personal opinion is that Destiny seems to be very motivated by truth and reality, as evidenced by some of his past debates.
Following you, but it wouldn't be detrimental in serving a greater intellectual purpose to mankind, I think, in my opinion.
That's your opinion, and look, ideologically, I would like nothing more than for us to be able to frankly and candidly discuss all issues with nothing more than the sincerest of intellectual honesty. The only problem is, and I said the same thing about discussing differences about races and gender, so this is something we're going to have to agree to disagree with.
Okay.
Sometimes, if intellectual honesty is the cost of a successful improvement of the state of humanity, then sometimes that just has to be made.
But again, the only problem...
Wait, is that Baby Vosh? Did Dingo say that and I just missed it?
My personal opinion is that Destiny seems to be very motivated by truth and reality, as evidenced by some of his...
What? Does he just like mega bass boost his fucking microphone or some shit? Because that... How long ago was that? Like fucking 4 years ago? I don't feel like my voice has changed that much in 4 years. And me and Vosh are not that like far away from each other in age. He trained it to sound alpha? I don't think that you can do that.
Past debates.
Following you, but it wouldn't be detrimental in serving a greater intellectual purpose to mankind, I think, in my opinion.
That's your opinion, and look, ideologically, I would like nothing more than for us to be able to frankly and candidly discuss all issues with nothing more than the sincerest of intellectual honesty. The only problem is, and I said the same thing about discussing differences about races and gender, so this is something we're going to have to agree to disagree with.
Okay.
Sometimes...
Then we're gonna have to agree to disagree with. Like, no, it's more nasally, it's higher pitched. That's not just a better mic. No fucking shot. No fucking shot that it's just a better mic, okay? That's his real voice. And he talks like this while he's streaming. Yes, the dialectic is what informs us of the fact that simply by speaking the words, I am a woman, therefore makes one a woman. This is the only way that we can identify things. Yes, we should be attacking. I'm sorry. I was about to do a fucking Vosh straw man, but goddamn, I might have got myself banned off of YouTube if I had done that. Woof.
If intellectual honesty is the cost of a successful improvement of the state of humanity, then sometimes that just has to be made.
But again, the only problem that you run into there is you're no different on an ideological level. You're no different than a lot of the crazy groups that you yourself disagree with.
So when Hassan made supposed untrue claims about Kamala Harris and refused to admit that they were wrong, Destiny saw that as not only incredibly irresponsible, but also something that made Hassan someone he didn't want to interpersonally associate with anymore. Hassan also seems to come from a place of emotion. Considering Destiny a friend, it hurt him to see Destiny disagree with him so heavily that the friendship ended. Over the course of this video, we've covered edgy jokes in private, political misinformation, and of course, Reddit pixel games. Destiny and Hassan are without a doubt extremely controversial figures within online discourse, but with our online lives being so complicated today, sometimes it makes you feel a little bit better looking at someone with far more going on than you do. Thank you so much for watching this video, and as always, I'll see you next time.
Excellent video, Dingo. I feel like that was a very good video. All right. Where do we go fucking next? So Melina got accosted by fucking Keffels. Actually, I'm actually curious to see what the comments are like. 1 second. Where's my background music? Is this my background music?
No.
No, it's not. What the fuck? Where the fuck did I put it? Ah, there it is. Okay, I just want to see what people said about this shit because holy fuck. Why the fuck would you walk up to someone's wife, dude? A Hassan mod has been modding in the comments. What's their user so I can recognize who they are? Because I don't know anything about Hassan. What is Hassan supposed to do, though? Not be rich because he's a socialist LARP? Like the whole fucking argument has been going, like, living your values is probably really, really important, right? So if you're, like, going to go out there and preach about Christianity, right? If you cheat on your wife and gamble and drink and do drugs and fuck whores, right? People are probably going to criticize you on it, even though it might not even be, like, necessary for someone, like, to have never done those things to be able to preach, right? When it's a socialist that goes out and lives as the most ultra fucking capitalist person in the entire world, buying Lambos and fucking buying $3 million houses, and they haven't, like, you know, set up any kind of socialist organization or set up any kind of, you know, mutual aid or whatever the fuck those people like to do, right? If you haven't done any of that, then you're not living your values whatsoever. And so it's just kind of fucking lame, right? Okay. Not even at TwitchCon still causes drama clips. He actually flew out there, just not going to be physically at TwitchCon. He'll be there for the parties and such, though. Well, this was at a party, so I wonder if Destiny was there or not. God, it would be so fucking funny if she waited for Destiny to walk away from fucking Melina, and then she's like, hey, by the way, I'm taking Destiny down if he doesn't stop talking about me. I wonder if Keffels has the same soulless stare. I don't know if she has a soulless stare, but I'll tell you this. She has a soulless fucking voice. Her voice is the most fucking monotone, no inflection, no emotion shit in the entire fucking world. This Keffel girl is like the slicker that got away. Scammed her viewers, got out of 100K and got no media attention for it at all. Don't have to wait several months for the twit loggers to come out. Oh, shit. Most expressive Canadian. True. She forgot she wasn't on Twitter anymore. Ratioing doesn't seem to work in real life. I've always wanted to ratio reality. Ah. Well, there doesn't seem to be any fucking support for Keffels in the fucking Reddit thread, so. There is, however, DGG for life. Austinox. I'm still looking for Austinox. Did I miss it? I just want to see one person fucking try to say that this was normal. No, we didn't miss it. Oh well. Let's see here. Oh, wait. Hold on. Do commands work in YouTube as well? Hello? Because if so, since YouTube does not allow... No, I guess it doesn't. Since YouTube does not allow the posting of links... Oh, yeah. No, wait. There it is. Yeah, go ahead and join the Discord if you guys have not already. It's right there in chat. If you want it in the future, you can always type !Discord. Wait, do all of our commands work here? Let me see here. Nope. Well, Bones, you're a mod. You can go into Stream Elements and edit that if you want to. Copy and paste all the ones that we have. All right, what were the other things that I have here? We could make fun of Second Thought again, but that feels like low-hanging fruit. Or we can go into the content suggestions on Discord. We'll do that really quick. One sec.
Ukraine accuses Russia of...
Yep, no links in chat. I don't know how to make that happen. I don't think that it can happen. But if you guys want to post things for me to watch, you can go into the Discord and you can post it into the content suggestions because it'll be easier for me to see shit there.
Gas pipeline terror attack.
European countries are investigating 3 mystery leaks in 2 major gas pipelines between Russia and Europe. The cause of the damage to Nord Stream 1 and 2 is unclear. The news has sent European gas prices up sharply over concerns that any swift resumption in gas flows through the pipelines is unlikely. And these pictures from the Danish military show bubbles in the Baltic Sea from the leaks. The European Commission says it would be premature to speculate about what's happening.
I don't understand why Russia would, like, blow up their own ticket to, like, influence. Russia is already okay? They are so they're so incredibly they're already, like, forcing people to the front lines and shit. There's a lot of internal struggle happening within Russia of people being like, I don't want to get conscripted. What the fuck you? Them blowing up their own pipeline where they could just, like, do this, okay? Here's what they could have done instead. This. That's me turning off the faucet.
Yeah, no shit, fucking Hassan. This is what I don't fucking understand, okay? I don't understand how people can't possibly think about a reason that maybe, just maybe, Russia might gain from this in a fucking roundabout way, right? Because, again, like I talked about last night, right? The idea that this is just they're just blowing up the entire pipeline and it's just completely fucked doesn't make any fucking sense, right? Because that's not what happened. There are 4 pipes, 4 large pipes. There were originally 3, and then after those 3, they got a really big one. And guess what? The 3 smaller ones were the ones damaged, and then the really big one, which doubled the total capacity for, like, sending natural gas over, that was the one that was not damaged. And then immediately afterwards, guess what Russia said? They said, oh man, that was the US that did that. Anyways, if you lift the sanctions, we can start pumping more natural gas over to you. I mean, like, it feels like you guys need some natural gas. I mean, it is winter, by the way. So just like, if you guys do want some natural gas, like, the immediate response was just like, lift the sanctions so we can give you more gas because we can still send you gas, right? Meanwhile, Russia's already not getting any gas or giving any gas to, or at least at a very limited supply to Germany. So if they're already, like, limited there, they have all these sanctions in place. What is the incentive for the U.S. to go up and blow it up? We could watch Tiny's talk with that Ukrainian woman. We could, but I don't think that they talk about it.
It's called click, turning off the faucet. Here we go. Hassan defending Putin. What a snake. You already know it, baby. It's like the only thing keeping them even remotely in a grip of power. Wait, what? Radek Sikorsky says, thank you, USA. Chairman of the EU-USA delegation thanks the United States of America, Harvard fellow, of course, and a distinguished statesman. By the way, there's no shortage of pipeline capacity for taking gas from Russia to Western Europe, including Germany. Nord Stream's only logic was for Putin to be able to blackmail or wage war on Eastern Europe with impunity. All Ukrainian and Baltic Sea states have opposed Nord Stream's construction for 20 years. Now, $20 billion of scrap metal lies at the bottom of the sea. Another cost of Russia of its criminal decision to...
Also, this is fucking stupid as fuck, too. 20 billion. Do they think that they went through and planted charges along the entire, like, hundreds of kilometers of fucking pipeline under the sea? No, there was like one spot, or maybe there were two spots. I think there might have been maybe a second spot, but I think there was only one, but there might have been a second spot where there was damage to the pipe. It wasn't it wasn't $20 billion worth of fucking damage.
Invade Ukraine. You should be more neutral and not jump to conclusions. I mean, I'm not even jumping to a conclusion. Maybe Russia did blow up its own fucking pipeline. It just seems so strange to do so.
1 second. In comfy chat, listen. You don't have to like the most liked video, okay? But if that's the video that gets the most likes, if that's the video that gets the most views, all right? It just means we're gaming the algorithm, all right, motherfucker?
They might not have blown it up to show that they can do it. They might have blown it up to show that they can do it. The Norway pipeline opened today. Wait, what? Then wouldn't they say that they did it then? I don't understand. What
happened?
Obviously, any act of sabotage on any infrastructure is something that we would condemn.
Seismic data assumes it was a detonation. Yeah, that's okay.
As to further reactions, we will have to see, depending on the exact facts once they are determined.
The head of the Danish Energy Authority says gas will continue to leak from the Nord Stream 2 pipeline in the Baltic Sea for several days and perhaps even a week. Damien McGuinness has more from Berlin.
I think the big question is what's behind this. So what we do know is over the past 24 hours, these three separate leaks were
walks
discovered.
away
Now,
and
this is very
keeps the
unusual
thing
because
playing, of course.
One of these pipelines is brand new. It's never been in operation, but it has just been built. It doesn't deliver any gas to Europe because of the war in Ukraine. So just before the invasion, the German government decided to withhold authorization. The other pipeline has been running for a long time, but the reason why this is so unusual is because these three separate leaks happened in such a short amount of time, and experts say this is very unusual. Now, authorities here in Germany and in other countries, including Denmark, say they're not ruling out sabotage such as an attack from either Ukraine or Russia or some sort of false flag operation. But there's no evidence for that so far. So we have to be very, very cautious because obviously this is a very controversial subject. These pipelines themselves are incredibly controversial because they were built to deliver gas, Russian gas, directly from Russia to Germany, the main source really, or the main form of transport of Russian gas to then the rest of Europe. And this has really been criticized for more than a decade, really, for one of the reasons why Europe is so over-reliant on Russian gas. So they're incredibly controversial infrastructure. And of course, at this particular time, when energy is a key part of the war in Ukraine right now, this is why this, what would usually be seen as simply a technical fault, is creating such a discussion here. What is exactly behind these gas?
I mean,
but
this is what people got. This is what got people in a tizzy on social media.
First question first. If Russia invades
Germany,
that means tanks or troops crossing the the border of Ukraine.
No,
Again.
the pipeline is no longer pressurized. They have fixed the pressure issue, so it's not like it's sitting there bubbling up into the ocean still. It's now just damage at the bottom of the ocean. It's not the big roiling mess that people were showing before.
Dark Brandon, he did it.
Then there will be
Bro, I'm pretty surprised because you're taking super short-sighted, but that's okay. European gas isn't your expertise. The point is so Russia can pretend to come to the table with genuine intentions and blame the infrastructure as the culprit now. Come on, bro. It's right in front of you, for fuck's sake. Brother, you can't do detonations on a fucking pipeline and then act like it happened as a consequence of the crippling infrastructure when, like, it's very obvious if an explosion occurred. You understand that, like, there are engineers who can dive down there and, like, take a look. There are people who analyze seismic data, as we talked about already, that will say, well, this is consistent with, like, a singular detonation. So, it's kind of difficult.
Wow, holy shit. Even Hassan has that more correct than Vosh. That's fucking embarrassing for Vosh. If Hassan has a more intelligent fucking and, like, fact-based statement than you about something, that's embarrassing as fuck, bro. Can't fucking lie. Okay.
To hide a bombing attempt. It's my thing is, like, there's a simple way of looking at a lot of these situations, right? There's a very simple way of looking at these situations, and it's like, who has the most to gain here? It, like, quite literally doesn't make fucking sense for Russia to false flag themselves in this way because it's like their main thing, their main source of revenue, you know? Hold on. Chicken is ready. Hold on. But many people will say neither was invading Russia. True, but at least there was like something to gain. It was a major fuck up and idiotic, but there was something to gain out of it. I can't see what the gain angle is here. Invading Ukraine, while a gigantic misstep because they were gonna fucking experience all the things that they're experiencing now, and anyone with a fucking brain cell could have seen that.
No! What are you
is the gain here?
talking about? What are you talking? Wasn't his take at the very beginning of the Ukrainian war that Russia is going to steamroll through Ukraine, take everything, and that they were justified in doing so? Anyone with half a brain cell could see that. Nobody thought that Ukraine was going to be able to hold on for this long, let alone regain territory. What a stupid fucking statement. Like, that's actually fucking brain dead. It's so fucking funny.
And I'm sincerely asking. There is a gain of like thinking, overextending, thinking that you're capable of invading Ukraine while you're clearly not, and overextending. Best guess, Russia is purposely escalating, demonstrating capacity that can blow up a pipeline that could potentially be used again in a much more significant way. Wait, what? Right now, Nord Stream.
Best guess, Russia is purposefully escalating, demonstrating a capacity they can blow up a pipeline that could potentially be used again in a more significant way. Right now, in S1, it wasn't moving much gas, so the econ impact on all parties is fairly minimal.
One wasn't moving much gas, so the economic impact on all parties is fairly minimal. Wait, what? To flex, and to show that they what?
With regard to Nord Stream 2, we continue to have very strong and clear conversations with our German allies, and I want to be clear with you today. If Russia invades Ukraine, one way or another, Nord Stream 2 will not move forward.
So fuck does one way or another mean? I just don't understand why they would do this. I don't know why they would ever do this. Like, I don't know why they would just like shoot their own leg for no fucking reason. You know what I mean? But then again, it's like because Vladimir Putin has done something that's like insane, invading Ukraine, people are just going to always be like, well, they probably did it because this is insane too, and they just don't care. Ursula von der Leyen spoke to Statsman Frederiksen on the sabotage action. Paramount to now investigate the incidents, get full clarity on events, and why any deliberate disruption of active European energy infrastructure is unacceptable and will lead to the strongest possible response. What are they going to do if it's America? Huh? What are they going to do? Let's say it's America for a second, okay? Well, what are you going to do? That's right, nothing, okay? You're not going to do shit. Shut the fuck up. To blame it on Ukraine and improve public opinion around the invasion? Wait, what? No one is going to fucking think that this is sick now. The invasion is not... There are a million different things you could do to improve the public support around the invasion. Like, actually win ground and not use fucking forced conscription. Blowing up your own pipeline, which is one of the only things that is helping you bully the European Union and Europe in general, is not one of those things. In 2015, the annual routine underwater survey of the Nord Stream 1 pipeline came across a remote-operated vehicle rigged with explosives right next to the lines. The umbilical cable had been cut. The drone's national origin was never disclosed. Back in June this year, NATO concluded its annual Baltops military exercise in the Baltic Sea. This year's exercise had significant focus on using U.S. Navy unmanned underwater vehicles to clear sea mines. Where did the U.S. Navy conduct these UUV exercises? Right next to the Danish Sea of Bornholm, the same island adjacent to the massive ruptures in Nord Stream pipelines occurred yesterday. Since these exercises are in June, the British Royal Navy, along with the U.S. Navy's 6th Fleet, has been training with the Ukrainian military to use these same drones. I feel like this is going to be another thing where people are going to fucking yell at me because they're like, no, you have to say Russia did it. But it doesn't seem like Russia would do it. It's insane. Maybe they did, but they're already doing awful shit regardless, and they're getting their shit pushed in. Why would they do something that, like, unironically harms them further?
Because they're escalating shit. Hold on. 1 second. Nord Stream pipeline.
Tonight, sabotage at sea. That's what President Biden is calling the leaks and explosions along the Nord Stream pipelines. The Russian gas lines are essential. They supply 35% of gas from Russia into Europe. They've been attacked, and Nick Robertson is out front.
Like a boiling cauldron, the busy Baltic Sea bursting with gas from ruptured Russian Nord Stream reinforced pipelines. More than an inch of steel coated in places in approximately 4 inches of concrete. Not easy to break.
These pipelines are only in about 200 feet or so of water, and Russia does have an undersea capability that would easily lay explosive devices by those pipelines.
Denmark's foreign minister uncharacteristically cautious about Russian ships seen in the area days prior.
I don't want to go into speculation.
Unity among allies about not blaming Russia without evidence.
We're not going to get ahead of the investigation.
Danish and German warships deployed to secure the area. Norway putting its nearby energy infrastructure on heightened alert too, as Sweden begins an investigation. The Kremlin announcing its own preliminary investigation into possible international terrorism.
Here in Moscow, of course, many people say that we should look at who might benefit from this incident. And of course, they point at the United States, which might find it easier to sell its gas to Europe.
What does the United States have to gain from this? For all the people that are making that claim, what does the United States actually have to fucking gain from this? Not very much, right? oh, well, we want to stop gas from going to Europe. Well, right now it's already fucking stopped. Well, we don't want to escalate the war in like, or any kind of conflict with Russia that might you know, move over to a NATO nation, right? So why the fuck would the US get involved in doing something like that? Like that's like there's no reason for the United States to do this shit.
It could be weeks before European investigators get a close look, and the pipes that recently stopped sending gas to Europe may never be fixed.
There's no kind of turning back on the gas issues, and it's not then going to be possible for Europe to continue to build up its gas reserves for the winter.
But even before knowing if Russia's responsible, assessments of what it means are being made.
I do think it's a signal to Europe that Russia can reach beyond Ukraine's borders. So who knows what he might be planning next?
An emerging calculation. Putin is escalating ahead of proposing terms for peace.
He's now trying to exit the war in the same way that he entered it, with him being the person in charge and him framing the whole terms of any kind of negotiation.
And that's why the caution on calling Russia out. It's going to take global unity to get Putin to back down. Nick Robertson, CNN, London.
Interesting. Now, fuck. You know the worst thing about YouTube and maybe about Comfy is that you can't post links in chat. Oh, why is it all fucking Hassan fucking videos?
All right, let's get to the main story.
We fucking hate Hassan here. Oh, they're currently fighting? No shit.
Ryan Dawson is not some bum streamer. Kumia, now he has bigger streams on his Compound Media channel, but he has some pretty sizable streams here, and he's certainly not a nobody persona.
Dawson only came on.
Kumia is a legendary persona in the history of comedy.
Dawson was only allowed on because he was offered a Comfy stream, and when you guys found out about it, Fuentes offered him a Cozy stream within hours. That's the only reason he's on Cozy.
Brilliant. That's brilliant.
I'm fine with it. I think that it wasn't really brilliant for Dawson. It's just going to cost you guys money, but I don't care. All the resources it costs you matter not at all.
That's what I want. That's the type of leader I want here at Cozy. It looks like
a spiteful
BPS about to get somebody, swoop in there and get it. That's how it go. Yeah,
but
exactly.
The thing that's funny about it is, again, the system is only based around exploitative practice. Now, maybe you can call yourself an exception because you did bring in something of an audience. There's no doubt that that's true. But nobody else did. Beardson was a nobody on YouTube. Nobody. He didn't have no fucking big streams. The same thing with Trovo. He didn't have big streams. These guys never had no big nothing. They've always been coattail riders. They were offered a position inside of Cozy to act as a politician.
This fucking war between the, like, if Andrew wanted to be an ultra giga chad, all right, he would just like keep on inviting people to Comfy, grow the platform, and then just laugh at them. Like, why is he engaging with Ethan Ralph?
Is going to end up burying Cozy is because I don't have to worry about people who come on who dwarf me as far as popularity. It doesn't matter to me. Whereas Fuentes, they'll hijack his entire movement.
But why wouldn't you be loyal and cool with somebody who's been your friend, been helping you for years, and so, in some cases, certainly me, he's come on the kill stream for years. Like, why would I be anti-Nick?
Keep making the case for lobbying. That's what you're doing. It's just a case for lobbying.
Well, not a friend of mine.
It's a friend of yours offers you a bunch of money to lobby on their behalf, and you do it.
Well, I like him. Why wouldn't I?
I know. That's what lobbyists claim. Saying it's the same shit, right?
No, it's like it's a guy that I like. He's helped me out for years. He started a site. Yeah, I'd like to use that site. It looks great.
Sure.
I start using it. Okay, well, there's nothing nefarious there. That's just...
It's fine. I'm just telling you why. Well, it's two problems. There's two major problems that Cozy can't surmount. The first is the Telegram chat. That's a big one. And then the second one...
I love Telegram, brother. Why do you hate on Telegram so much? I don't get
Because
that.
Telegram's a dying platform.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, Telegram's going to be like a vital linchpin.
No. The metrics, Ralph.
Come on,
I mean, it's dying off from where it was.
That's mega
but
copium.
Telegram long term is key. I don't agree with that at all.
Well, it's not. And
Well,
that's the first metric. And then the second metric is that he can't actually bring on streamers more popular than himself because he's worried that they'll hijack his movement.
I don't think that's true.
Well, then where are they?
Oh.
They're not anywhere. Right?
Sneeko was on last night.
He's not streaming to Cozy.
Sneeko.
Who's to say he won't? I mean, I don't know.
Sneeko is banned.
Right. They're not going to. They're not going. It's not going to happen. They have to. This is the top down echelon.
It's great here. Like, I mean, I don't have any problems with Cozy. Like, what?
That's fine. If you want to have an enclosed audience that never grows, which is exactly what's going on that network.
Do you think it's going to stay like that? Do you know that Elon Musk is about to take control of Twitter and that the
is Elon Musk about to take control of Comfy? I don't even want to fucking. I have no fucking skin in this fight. But this is stupid. The argument
when the Groypers decided to go back on Twitter as like a statement. Look, Elon Musk unbanned us all, right? That was kind of a funny joke, but it was a joke, right? And the joke is that he's not going to unban any of you.
That's not true. I guarantee you he will.
How much you want to bet? I'll bet you $100.
$100. Just what I say. I bet $100. There's at least some type of amnesty, some type of Twitter amnesty. If not an official.
What do they think Elon's politics are? Do they think he's a secret white nationalist himself?
You know why? You know why they can't do it?
They will.
Because it'll be the same thing that happened to Gap. If you let all the Wignats and you let all of the white nationalists roam all over Twitter, you'll run off the core user base.
They're going to, because he made so many promises. They have to.
No, they don't have to.
At least do an amnesty. Maybe they crack down again later, but I think there's.
I don't think so, man.
He said that privately.
I wouldn't count on it, Ralph. I mean, I don't know why you guys trust Musk. He's a piece of shit. He's a fucking globalist scumbag.
If he does what he says he's going to do, though, I love it.
But in any case, even if they did unlock Twitter's potential and allow all the Groypers to stream back in, Ralph, it wouldn't matter.
Why not? The election's coming, dude. These things ebb and flow. I don't think that's what some of you guys get.
Oh, fuck.
The election's coming. Big stories are coming. Kanye was on last night. This shit is just popping off. We got 1,100 live, just me and you.
Kanye doesn't have anything. Kanye has nothing to do with you. Why are you guys taking
on the rise, Andrew?
Didn't you say that Kanye West was repeating your talking points?
Yeah. No, he was doing the Ralph. He's definitely a Ralph fan. I mean, there's no doubt about that.
Yeah, I mean, you're just lying through your teeth.
Wait, what?
No.
Yeah, I mean,
what?
Why, have you ever met Kanye West?
No.
Let's go.
What the fuck do you mean he's a Ralph fan? You know,
somebody suggested. I do have contact with Candace Owens though.
Cool.
And somebody suggested that I reach out to try to get in touch with Kanye. I don't know if I should take advantage of that, but I did intervene at like.
If you don't tell anybody else.
There, so.
Because you don't want the embarrassment of saying that you reached out to get in contact with Kanye and then get turned down.
I'm not sure. That seems kind of predatory, though.
So, Ralph, I just got to ask you, honestly think that Kanye West gives a flying fuck about a bunch of frog caricatures on the internet?
Bunch of Kanye fans? Yeah, he probably does.
No, I don't think so. I don't think he gives a flying fuck about Groypers. And I don't think he gives a flying fuck about the kill stream.
About all the Kanye fans over here. Yeah, I bet he does.
This guy is making hundreds of thousands of dollars a minute. You think he doesn't care about you?
Sees all that shit. This dude's online as fuck. I guarantee you he knows about it. Period.
I guarantee you that
I think that he's
Kanye West is not going to bring.
I don't know.
There's no way he actually thinks that.
Are not going to be brought
right?
out of obscurity.
There's no way he actually thinks that.
Very, very closely. You didn't see him going off on the certain people today on Instagram. I mean,
it's such cope. No, Kanye West. Listen to me. Kanye West is not getting his talking points from Nicholas J. Fuentes. That's insane. You fucking people are demented.
No, I honestly think that he's watching Nick Fuentes.
Oh, it goes in ebb and flows.
Ethan
Cozy was around during some of those ebb and flows. You're not growing, and you're not growing, bro. You're not.
True, Casabon. How can he be on Team Pepe? His name is Ye.
No, especially Nick. Like, he's talked about Kanye a lot. There's clips of him talking about Kanye and remix. I guarantee you, Kanye has seen that.
You guarantee it, huh?
Yeah, I guarantee it.
Yeah.
There's no way he hasn't.
Yeah, there's no way. Except
you have all the time. Like
yeah, whatever, dude. Listen, that's literally.
You know who else is online fucking constantly? The fucking like cringy fucking xenogender people. They're perpetually online too. Does that mean that they're Fuentes followers? No. Just because someone's online, there are people that spend their entire life online watching fucking cat videos. Shut the fuck up.
Literally psychotic, fucking, I don't even know what to call it. Some type of
Okay, well, go
bizarre.
watch the interview last night and tell me it's psychotic because
I did watch the interview last night.
Okay, well, it didn't.
He wasn't out there naming the Jews. He wasn't doing all the shit you guys were claiming he was.
Wait, what? Hold on. Someone DM me this fucking Kanye West interview last night. I want to see. One second.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. You're just full of shit.
What did he do right here? Did you see this today?
What? Show me.
Okay, I'll show you. Where he DM'd Puff Daddy.
shit.
I guess this is a text, but he showed it on Instagram. Puff says, "Well, we won't say that on your channel," but he says that he's black, by the way. He's Puff Daddy. So let's stop playing these internet games and don't feel threatened. You'll be fine. Just love. Kanye said, "This ain't a game. I'm gonna use you as an example to show the Jewish people that told you to call me that no one can threaten or influence me. I told you this was war. Now go and get you some business." Now that was Kanye to Puff Daddy, Sean Puffy Combs.
Yeah.
Billionaire impresario of Bad Boy,
So what?
etc.
Yeah. So what?
Well, I mean that seems pretty.
It seems pretty what that he
fairly
said
notable.
something about telling off some people who were Jewish. So what?
Specifically, he just, I mean, you know,
Like just saying the word Jew doesn't.
last night.
Ralph, listen.
Okay, hold on. I want to see we'll catch up on that. I want to see this. What the fuck?
Good evening and welcome to Tucker Carlson Tonight. Kanye West, now known as Ye, is one of the best-selling musical artists in the world. He's also in recent years becoming celebrated and very highly
Wait, did he
paid fashion
change his fucking name? No fucking shot. Did he change his, officially change his name to Ye? No. Now known as Ye. Something about this ultra white motherfucker saying that out loud is so fucking funny to me.
designer. And of course, for a decade, he was well known to TV audiences as an in-law of the Kardashian family. But it's West's latest incarnation as a kind of Christian evangelist that brought us to his office in Los Angeles today for the interview you're about to see. Days ago, during Fashion Week in Paris, West, accompanied by his friend Candace Owens, unveiled a T-shirt that read simply, "White Lives Matter." The response from the fashion industry and international media was instantaneous and uniform. Shock, horror, rage. "There is no excuse for this," thundered the New York Times. "West is legitimizing extremism," shrieked Rolling Stone, etc., etc. What was strikingly missing from the coverage, however, was any explanation for why West did this. What was the T-shirt about? No one seemed to think to ask him, much less to listen to what he had to say. Instead, the enemies of his ideas dismissed West as they have for years.
It's really fucking sad. You've seen the fucking mental degeneration of fucking Kanye West for the past, 4 or 5 years? To the point where his fucking wife left him, took their fucking kid, and now he's just a crazy man that doesn't have a fucking family to hang out with because he's just a crazy fucking bipolar schizophrenic. It's sad. Why would anybody take anything he says seriously unless they just really wanted to say white lives matter?
Years as mentally ill. Too crazy to take seriously. Look away, ignore him.
Fast.
He's a mental patient. There's nothing to see here. But is West crazy? You can judge for yourself as you watch what we're about to show you. He has his own ideas, we can say that. Creative people tend to.
He has his own ideas, we can say that. Yeah, no fucking shit. The guy that was that put his fucking Grammy Awards or whatever the fuck in the fucking toilet and then pissed on them on video and then posted that shit to YouTube. Or I'm sorry, to Twitter. Yeah, this is the man that has his own ideas that is totally mentally fucking within his faculties. Jesus Christ.
That's why they're artists, not actuaries. His freeform social media posts give the impression of a man channeling his rawest emotions.
Oh, fuck. You know what? Last night I gave Vosh a lot of credit for being the, spin master of the fucking century. He's just so good at using specific language to make a, to make a point about something. But Tucker Carlson really is way better than him. Listen, freeform. Instead of schizo posting, he says freeform social media posts.
Out to show you. He has his own ideas, we can say that. Creative people tend to. That's why they're artists, not actuaries. His freeform social media posts give the impression of a man channeling his rawest emotions right onto Instagram. The effect can be jarring and is often used as ammunition against him in the battle for influence over the minds of America's young people, and that battle is intense. But crazy? That was not our conclusion. In fact, we've rarely heard a man speak so honestly and so movingly about what he believes. But again, you can judge for yourself. Here it is.
This is some mega copium.
So you just came from
Holy
Paris
shit.
Fashion Week. You just landed, and the lanyard's still on from it, and there's a photograph on it. What is that?
It's a photograph of a baby's ultrasound.
Why is that? And that you designed that?
Yes.
Why? What does that mean?
It just represents life. I'm pro-life.
Boy, so you wear it on a badge. What kind of response do you get? And good, amen, I agree.
I don't care about people's responses. I care about the fact that there's more black babies being aborted than born in New York City at this point. That 50% of black death in America is abortion. So I really don't care about people's responses. I perform for an audience of one, and that's God.
I'm starting to see why they want to make you be quiet. When did you start to feel this way? When did you start to realize this?
I really felt like, I think I started to really feel this need to express myself on another level when
That's
Trump was running for
forward.
office and I liked him. And every single person in Hollywood, from my ex-wife to my mother-in-law to my manager at that time to, you know, my so-called friends / handlers around me told me, like, if I said that I like Trump, that my career would be over, that my life would be over. They said stuff like people get killed for wearing a hat like that. They threatened my life. They put my life. They basically said that I would be killed for wearing the hat. I had someone call me last night and said anybody wearing a White Lives Matter shirt is going to be greenlit, and that means that they're going to beat them up if they wear it. And I'm like, you know, okay, green light me then. you know, God builds warriors in a different way. I don't know if it's because of me being born in Atlanta and growing up on the south side of Chicago that, you know, he made me for such a time like this. It's like with David. You know, he tended to the sheep, but while he was out there, he had to fight all kinds of animals. So when it was time for Goliath to come, you thought because he was a sheep herder that he didn't have the skill set to take down Goliath. And the thing that I have is the position, I have my heart, but the number one thing is we have God on our side. And for the people, even if you don't believe in God, God believes in you.
So you made reference to the White Lives Matter t-shirt, which you brought out at Paris Fashion Week.
Yeah.
Why did you do that, and what did it mean?
You know, I do certain things from a feeling. I just channel things.
He's trying to get outrage fucking clicks. He's getting everything that he wants. What is he talking about? Can you not tell? You mean you don't think that this man is perfectly coherent? You mean to tell me that you think that this man is not within his faculties? No. That's not possible.
The energy, it just feels right. It's using a gut instinct, a connection with God, and just brilliance. You know, like as if you asked like Tanya Harding how she did the triple flip or the triple spin, she was in so much practice that when it was time for her to skate in a competitive format, it just happened. Like it happened outside of practice, it happened in the real format. And that's what's happening. Is God is like preparing us for the real battles. And we are in a battle with the media. Like the majority of the media has a godless agenda, and their jokes are not working. This whole like, oh yeah, he's crazy and all these things, they don't work because the media has, you know, they've also watched travesties happen, just even specifically to me, and just watch it and act like it wasn't happening, and they stay quiet about it.
What have they?
I want to answer the white. I feel like someone caught what I was saying, the comparison to Tanya Harding about the White Lives Matter. You know, my dad is an educated ex-Black Panther, and he put a text to me today. He said, "White Lives Matter, ha 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 ha." And I said, I thought the shirt was a funny shirt. I thought the idea of me wearing it was funny. And I said, "Dad, why do you think it was funny?" He said, just a Black man stating the obvious. Yeah. And, you know, my dad doesn't listen to rap music, and he's like super educated. We opened up a water distribution center in the Dominican Republic together. He's like the original Steve Jobs, but he was getting blocked any which way with all of his ideas, and he didn't have an endless bank account, and he didn't have an Instagram. So all these ideas, he had to like take them back and compress him. Like, my dad is the most brilliant person that I know, and we actually have a strained relationship because I was taken from him, because my mom was an actress, so she was a liberal. And my dad would see certain things and say, you know, we should do it this way, we should do it that way. And the people got around my mom and pulled her away, much like, you know, Kim is a Christian, but she has people who want her to go to Interview Magazine and put her ass out while she's a 40-something-year-old multi-billionaire with 4 black children. And this is what, this way, we should do it that way. And the
I feel like he'll talk coherently for like 12 seconds, and then he'll completely shift everything that he's saying and then say something completely fucking nonsensical to what he was saying 12 seconds before.
The people got around first, all these ideas, he had to like take them back and compress them. Like, my dad is the most brilliant person that I know, and we actually have a strained relationship because I was taken from him, because my mom was an actress, so she was a liberal. And my dad would see certain things and say, you know, we should do it this way, we should do it that way. And the people got around my mom and pulled her away, much like, you know, Kim is a Christian, but she has people who want her to go to Interview Magazine and put her ass out while she's a 40-something-year-old multi-billionaire with 4 black children. And this is how fashion wants how they want to.
It's like he's talking and someone's changing the channel mid-sentence, and he just starts talking on a completely separate fucking thing instantly.
And present her. So I know you give these questions, and I give you like these 3-part answers. Is this a cool format for you?
Yeah, I love it.
Okay, cool.
And I am following it.
All right.
So you said that your father said when he saw the shirt "White Lives Matter," it's great to see a black man stating the obvious. So, by which I think you meant that's obviously true.
Yeah, that's my favorite response, because I kept on thinking, like, you know, people, they're looking for an explanation, and people say, well, as artists.
Also, when people get angry about White Lives Matter, like, it's not because, oh no, how dare that they say white people matter. It's because, like, yeah, it is stating the obvious, but so is Black Lives Matter. Of course it's stating the obvious. But the entire point of it was that there were these instances of black people getting killed by cops in very dubious fucking situations. And prior to 2012, they weren't really getting that much news coverage.
You don't have to give an explanation, but as a leader, you do.
Yes, I think that's right.
So the answer to why I wrote White Lives Matter on a shirt is because they do. It's the obvious thing.
Yeah. Why do you think that's so, and I assume the implication is, of course, all lives matter because they're lives, because God created them.
Yeah.
Why do you think that would be considered controversial?
Let's hear the answer, folks. I'm so ready for it.
Because the same people that have stripped us of our identity and labeled us as a color have told us what it means to be black and the vernacular that we're supposed to have. My dad grew up as a military brat, and his family moved around, but they were based mostly in Delaware.
So brave, yet so
and
controversial.
At the time, if they weren't the only black family, they were one of the few. And he would be discriminated against because he was black. So by the time he got into college,
are you fucking
he would
kidding
be discriminated
me?
Against.
Really?
He went to a black college. He would be discriminated against because they said he talked too white.
Yes.
And then he played the kick drum in the band. So when he would go to the club and the music was playing, where would he clap his hands? Where the kick drum is.
Yeah.
So it's the opposite of where everyone else was clapping their hands. And this is the most elegant and tasteful person that I know.
Okay, it's impossible. It's actually impossible for me to play this game and to listen to him at the same time because I feel like I'm missing something key. Did any of those statements logically follow from each other?
Drum, the black college. He would be discriminated against. He went to a black college. He would be discriminated against because they said he talked too white.
Yes.
And then he played the kick drum in the band. So when he would go to the club and the music was playing, where would he clap his hands? Where the kick drum is.
Yeah.
So it's the opposite of where everyone else was clapping their hands. And this is the most elegant and tasteful person that I know. And when my mom, when the school suggested like the herding systems, because what they do is take the black community and they separate us, and they separate the families, and the educated they push this, need for higher education. Us as blacks, we discriminate against each other and say, well, I got my PhD and you don't have your PhD, so I'm better than you. And so my mom, she had a PhD, and she was influenced to move to the south side of Chicago and take this job at Chicago State University. And she told my dad, if you come for us, you'll never see him again. Because, the media ridiculed me for getting the house next door to Kim to see my children. And they even said that I was stalking her and her new boyfriend because I bought the house next door to see my children. And that's how I knew that my mom had said that to him. I said, Dad, they moved us to one of the most agreed upon to be one of the most dangerous places in the world. It's almost like they tried to kill me or something. I said, Dad, why'd you never come to get?
It feels like every single part of this is just the ramblings of a madman who can't understand anything. His mom took a job, and the only place that she could afford to get a house was in a dangerous part of town. But the dad was such a fucking menace that she said, don't come anywhere near us. He wasn't trying to kill you, Kanye. All right? You went schizo, and your wife divorced you and said, don't come near our kids because you're fucking crazy and you're pissing on your trophies in the fucking toilet and posting that shit on Twitter and then adding me and fucking trying to, you're giving out personal information about me. Yeah, you're giving out personal information about me that not everybody needs to know on Twitter and on Instagram. And now you're buying a house next to me when I'm trying to get the fuck away from you. Yeah, people are going to fucking say something.
Hit us. And that's when he told me that she was told that. So many things that are put in Kim's head. They bring influencers. Like, no one ever knows where Corey Gamble came from. No one in the fashion world knows where Gabby came from. These people were practically made in a laboratory, in my opinion. And one of the things that they're really good at doing is being nice and being likable. And what they do is, for people that have some form of influence, whether it's an educated Black woman like my mother that became the head of the English department at Chicago State University, or whether it's the most influential white woman on the planet, being my ex-wife, they have people that are around them at all times telling them what to be afraid of. It's like not what to do or say specifically, it's what to be afraid of. And if you have a person that isn't afraid of them, like a Russell Brand or Candace Owens, right. It's not that we have to agree with this, but
they're not afraid.
They're not afraid to state what their opinion is.
Yes.
No one is God, and everyone has an opinion.
So a conversation like this is a window.
What did he just say?
They're not afraid to state what their opinion is.
Yes.
No one is God, and everyone has an opinion.
Okay, I thought you said everyone is God.
A conversation like this is a window into a world that you don't see.
A window into the mind of a madman.
So if you're familiar with West from the media, you think of him as an individual man. What you don't think about is that he is at the center of a battle, and people like him are at the center of a battle to get a message out, mouthed by the lips of influencers like him and so many others, that extends a storyline on behalf.
There was no storyline. That was a story scatter plot. That shit was all over the fucking place. What are you talking about? A storyline? Bro, I couldn't follow a single goddamn thing that he said because it was all over the place, dude. Okay, let's see what they're saying now.
You'll never understand BPF, but how much they fixate on me. Thousands of people worldwide, they think about me nonstop. And their lives, in a major way, some of these people revolve around me and hatred of me. And it is exhilarating. It is thrilling.
Do you think maybe you're delusional a little bit?
No, I think that it's quite obvious that quite a few people do just what I said.
Yeah, but you hyperfixate on people constantly.
You what?
Oh, yeah. Like Medicare, for instance. You hyperfixate on Jim Medicare all the time.
It's his autistic hyperfixation.
Right. So.
My job. I come up here and talk shit about the old man who's dying. I get paid for that. They like that. They're laughing.
Yeah, he gets
so
paid
true,
a lot
Andre.
too. And significantly more than what you get paid.
I'm doing pretty good here.
Significantly more, Rob.
That's not true, actually.
It is true.
I make more money than Medicare per month.
Yeah, but no, because time is money too. You know this, right?
Well, this is my full-time job.
Yeah, but time is money. If that guy can do one stream,
What do you think
and
he's doing outside of
if
this?
that guy can rake in,
do
do
you
one
think he's doing?
stream and rake in $5,000
What is it he's doing outside of this? Not a
in a
damn
couple
thing.
hours,
Oh.
he can do it in a couple hours. What takes you a week to do? Time is money, right?
Money's money too.
Well, it's the same thing. It takes time. It takes time to make money, right?
True.
Yeah. So I mean, time is money. Money is time. You either lose money or you gain money over time. That's the way that works. So I got to ask you, the amount of time that he puts in versus the amount of money he gets out, he makes a shitload more than you do. There's no doubt that that's true.
What are you arguing here? He makes money.
Well, I'm not arguing anything. I'm just telling you that
I make
you
more
should...
money per month than he does on stream for sure.
Who cares?
Yeah, well, no, because of time. It's the time factor.
I make more dollars per month off streaming than Medicare.
Do you make more dollars per hour streaming?
Do I make more dollars per month than Medicare does streaming?
Per hour, do you?
I didn't say per hour.
Yeah, I'm saying per hour. Do you?
I said per month.
Right. So if it takes you 20 hours to do what he can do in 1 hour, he makes more money than you, Ralph.
But I was talking about per month.
You're talking about giving an overall. You're like, here's the overall amount per month. If that guy streamed every single... If that guy streamed... Yeah, but if that guy streamed every single day, he'd blow you out of the water.
Who cares?
But if he could, he would, right?
But he can't.
But
if he could, he would.
He
That's
would.
right. If he could, he would.
Yeah.
You are exactly right. Exactly. If he could, he would, but he can't, so he doesn't.
Well, I'm not sure that he doesn't do it because he can't.
I am.
Why?
He physically can't. He
How do you
barely
know?
can make it through his own stream. Well, then if he could, he would. You said it yourself.
If he could, he would.
If he could, he would.
Yeah.
You said it yourself.
No, but what am I referencing, Ralph? I'm referencing
speculation, but you said
yeah.
If he could, he would.
Yeah.
They're arguing about someone else's paycheck.
Yeah, he doesn't, but he doesn't need to.
Who cares?
Well, that's your thought.
All he has to do is do one stream per month.
Good for him.
Right? But I'm asking you, time over.
What does it matter?
And money.
If he could, he would.
Yeah, time and money together. He makes more money per hour than you, right? Significantly.
I never claimed to make more money per hour than him. The 2
Right.
hours he works per month.
Right. I mean, but that's you know that's how you're
You
supposed
average
to...
somebody who goes up to bat for 2 hours per month versus a guy who's at bat a ton more. It's like a player who plays one day. It's like a part-time player basically.
All Andrew has to say here is in a 2-hour stream, Mr. Medicare, a man with fucking severe lung cancer who has holes all inside of his fucking lungs, who can't get enough oxygen to his fucking blood and to his fucking brain, can make more money than you in a comparable amount of time. He's more entertaining. He's more like his content is better, so people pay him more fucking money per hour. All right, even if he can't fucking sit there for an entire month, he gets enough money in it for an entire month in just a couple of hours. And you have to fucking stream constantly in order to fucking pay off all your legal problems.
Yeah, but if the part-time player makes $500,000, you play the whole season and make $1 million. He actually is making more money than you.
He doesn't make more money than me though.
Yeah, on average he does. It's an average thing.
Well,
he does
more actual dollars than he does.
Yeah, but that doesn't
average. What? Who gives a fuck? What's he doing outside of this to make money? Then can you prove
so
that
you're like you're
the money outside of this?
So you're like this, Ralph. You're like, as a construction
This is
worker, you
fucking
make
cancer.
more money than a doctor who works 1 hour. Well, that's true. But you don't make more money than a doctor as a construction worker. I don't know why you don't get this. You know, like average he
I
does.
get
It's
the
an
attempt
average
that you're
thing he
making
does.
here, but I make vastly more than he does off streaming.
Well, you have to stream for what, 10 hours a day?
So?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is that over time, this guy makes a lot more money than you. But not only that, Ralph, like Nick Rakita did too. Most of these guys that you
How's it
go
going,
after
Zaytoon?
make a lot more money than you. Are you sure it's not a jealousy factor?
I
For
make
why
a
you
lot
go
more
after
money
them?
than you.
Are you sure it's not a jealousy
Nick
factor?
makes a lot more money than you. You can say
I
this
agree, but I don't go after these people.
Yeah, you do.
I go after Nick Rakita.
I said Nick Fuentes makes more money than you, vastly.
Yeah, but that's not the motivation for
make
me.
vastly more than you do.
Money is not a motivation for me.
Oh yeah, of course not for you.
It's not a motivation for me.
Of course not. Yeah, of course not. 'Cause you're such-
When is it? When
You're
is
such a
money?
Christian,
When
is
is
that
money the primary motivation of mine, Ralph? Never.
Anytime
You're the one who says that you sell out for anything on planet Earth, not me. I refuse to sell out. In fact, I won't do it. I'll just make my own thing, right? That's what you guys said to do. Go make your own thing. Okay, I made my own thing. I made it. It's good. It works great. You know what I mean? I made it.
Also, that is true. That is a false equivalence. You don't know that Medicare would make more if he did this daily. That's just
We
that's
can go
just-
back and look.
How much was he making per stream?
Well, but the whole
back
thing
in
is
Gamergate?
pointless because I never like you're claiming something that I never claimed in the first place. I simply said that I make more per month streaming than Medicare.
Yeah, I just want you to follow my
And
line
you
of-
changed that because you didn't want to admit that.
No.
You changed that
Neither of
into,
them are
"Well,
willing to
per
fucking
hour, He
concede
makes more
on this
No,
stupid point.
that's
Okay,
a joke,
well,
Ralph.
yeah, he
That's
does
a
one
joke
stream per
about it.
month. He barely can get through it. He himself said
Okay, we're moving on to something else until they're done talking about Medicare. Fuck.
Story of today, okay? Georgia GOP Senate candidate Herschel Walker, former Bulldog, going up against radical liberal Raphael Warnock. A lot of memes there. Obviously, we've been keeping close attention to that race. He's perhaps one of the worst people that you could put up to that position against Raphael Warnock, and yet this man who can't even put 3 sentences together without saying some absolutely insane unhinged is now under some hot water.
This morning, Georgia Republican Senate candidate Herschel Walker denying an explosive report by the Daily Beast, alleging the candidate who opposes abortion not only encouraged his then-girlfriend in 2009 to get an abortion herself, but paid for the procedure. The former NFL player quickly denied the allegations, tweeting, "This is a flat-out lie, and I deny this in the strongest possible terms." The Daily Beast says the woman who asked not to...
Hold on. Wait. Herschel Walker was a football player, right? Why is his Twitter avatar a fucking like he's a boxer?
Tweeting, "This is a flat-out lie, and I deny this in the strongest possible terms." The Daily Beast says the woman, who asked not to be identified for privacy reasons, provided a receipt she says is from the clinic, a get well card she said was from the Heisman Trophy winner, and an image of a check that appears to be from Walker for $700. And now one of Walker's sons blasting his father's decision.
By the way, I know that there are new people here on YouTube. Hit the fucking like button, all right? The more people that hit the like button, we're at 25 likes right now. I want to see the fucking number jump up so that we can get more people in chat, okay? We're trying to get the fuck away from Twitch because we can't watch basically anything on Twitch because we'll get fucking banned, all right? And, I mean, like, more than likely, eventually I'm going to get banned off of Twitch for all my xenogender takes and fighting with Keffels and shit, so...
to run for office. Christian Walker, an outspoken conservative
Thank
with a
you.
large
We
social
got
media
28.
following,
Can we get it to
every
30?
family member of Herschel Walker asked him not
Two
to run
more.
for office, saying that his father chose to air out all of his dirty laundry in public while simultaneously lying about it.
October be surprising once again, bro. This October surprise is an October nuclear surprise. Yeah, he did play football when the helmets were soft. That is not even a joke, really. But yeah, here.
Hold on. Is this really that much of a nuke? A nuke would imply that this is going to take down his... Hold on. We're switching off of the game for a sec. Also, what the fuck is the song that's playing? Hello? Why is this now my fucking main screen? All right, well, 5:38. Oh man, it's jumped up a little bit. The Democrats are looking a little bit better than they were yesterday. Okay. No, hold on. I want to go to the Georgia Senate race. Oh, okay, this is that. Has it trended? Oh, well, maybe it has. Maybe it is going to be a nuke. For the past day, it's stayed steady, but goddamn, maybe I'm fucking wrong. But the way that I see things is, I feel like conservatives are not going to give a fuck that he paid for an abortion for someone. I can't see it. People just want to win. The Democrats hate the Republicans, so they will fucking vote for a Democrat no matter what. And the Republicans hate Democrats, so they'll vote for a Republican no matter what. It's never going to fucking change. But maybe I'm fucking wrong. Maybe like I'm just like a a schizo poster who sees the world in the exact wrong way.
Here's the video.
He has 4 kids, 4 different women, wasn't in the house raising one of them. He was out having sex with other women. Do you care about family values? I'm just saying, don't lie. Don't lie on my mom. Don't lie on me. Don't lie on the lives you've destroyed and act like you're some moral family man. Y'all should care about that, conservatives.
Okay, the unfortunate part of this is that he still has the same cadence where you're like, you can't really tell if he's trolling or not, but I know he's not trolling. But he is 100%. I mean, he's spilling the tea, okay? But it's like, it's just, he's done so much trolling that it's like hard to figure out what, I mean, it's hard to figure it out. So one of the greatest things that you could do in this explosive moment is to probably have the guy who notoriously is unable to craft complete sentences without coming across completely unhinged, as he has demonstrable issues, right? Is to go up to fucking Sean Hannity's broadcast and defend himself. Here, we're gonna watch the full clip actually.
I stayed silent as the atrocities committed against my mom were downplayed. I stayed silent when it came out that my father Herschel Walker had all these random kids across the country, none of whom he raised. And you know my favorite issue to talk about is father absence. Surprise, because it affected me. That's why I talk about it all the time, because it affected me. Family values, people. He has 4 kids, 4 different women, wasn't in the house raising one of them. He was out having sex with other women. Do you care?
I'm gonna keep it real. I don't think conservatives will care about this, like, ultimately. I mean, it's a bit of a bombshell for sure, but like, they don't even care that he can't craft full sentences. They're like, oh, that's football, man. He's one of the good ones, and then that's it. Like, that's why they vote for him. You know what I mean? The only big reason why.
No, it's not because he plays football, you dumb piece of shit. It's because he's a conservative, and they don't like radical liberal Raphael Warnock.
Why this is becoming like a real bombshell story and not just like liberal oppo research is because Christian Walker is a famous conservative broadcaster. That's the main reason. It's like, that is the actual unironic real reason why this became a real story. But isn't it common knowledge he's gay? What, Christian Walker? Yes, Christian Walker is gay, but it doesn't matter. Conservatives love him. They love that he's gay. They love that he's black, because that's another point of tokenization for them to be like, hey, this guy is supposed to be a liberal, but he's not. Look at that. He is their I have a gay friend person, basically. I have a black friend who's gay person. You think Christian will go to lib grift? I don't know. I mean, he's already popping off with the fucking conservative grift, so why would he go on the liberal grift? Everyone's a lib now. This is a very lib moment for him. Republicans don't mind lies. Yeah, but when your son, who is a famous conservative guy, comes out against you after building a major conservative following, comes out against you and openly fucking tries to boulder your campaign, there's absolutely going to be some movement there. I mean, maybe not as big as you would think it is, right? I've spoken to nearly all of the people who have attacked me and told them quietly that I didn't want to be involved. Now they're blaming me for everything I'm not responsible for. It's disgusting.
And just 2 more things I have to address, and then I'm done with this buffoonery nutjob land. This is atrocious. People on the right are pulling up that I did a campaign event with my dad last year. They're saying, well, you supported him all last year and all this year. You look suspicious. No. You all have been calling me saying, why aren't you on the campaign trail with your dad? Why aren't you helping him out? This looks weird. You should go help him. And I've said to you calmly, I'm not getting involved.
Conservatives love Trump. Yeah, bro, but Trump is different. Like, what do you not understand? If Trump's son all of a sudden fucking turned on him after this many years, if Donald Trump Jr., who is now a famous person within the conservative circuit, turned on him and was like, I'm spilling the fucking tea, you think that's not going to impact Donald Trump? Are you out of your...
No. No, I don't think it's going to impact Donald Trump. They love Donald Trump more than they love anybody else. Why the fuck would they ever turn on Trump? Think about all of the things that have happened in the past 5 years. If that didn't cause, he even said himself, he could go out onto fucking Main Street in fucking New York and fucking pop someone, dome him, and he wouldn't lose any support. And that's fucking true.
Your fucking mind. And Donald Trump is infinitely more popular within the conservative movement than Herschel Walker was, because Herschel Walker has no skin in the game. He just came out of fucking nowhere. He was just a famous person who was a Georgia Bulldog, so they were like, all right, let's put him there. He's friends with Donald Trump. Let's have him run against Raphael Warnock. He's black, Herschel's black. That's like what the Republican operatives were thinking. And they ran a horrible fucking person regardless, even before this, which is precisely why he was already trailing behind. Can we please downplay his UGA history? No, man. Once a Bulldog, he's a Bulldog for life.
You don't know my family life. I did one event last year when we were told he was going to get ahead of his past and hold himself accountable. None of that.
By the way, is YouTube, is the stream fucking up for anybody? Because it's giving me a notification that it is fucking up for people. And I don't know how to... I've tried to up the bit rate twice, and it's still not... the error's not going away. Oh, okay.
That happened. Everything's been a lie. So for me to tell you I'm not getting involved, and then you also be flooding my DMs and calling me saying, I didn't know all this about your dad, we're going to lose the senators. And then when I simply say, I'm done with the lies, you go, well, Christian looks suspicious. Excuse me? I haven't told one story about what I experienced with him. I'm just simply saying, don't lie. And then for certain political pundits to be pulling up old pictures I posted of my dad, thinking they can police and determine what my relationship with...
Realize real lies. Am I right, guys? Am I right, fellas?
My dad was, if you want to pull stuff up, I'll pull stuff up. Don't try me. Don't test my authenticity.
Don't try me, motherfucker.
Look, the blame game...
Listen, if anybody's going to say, don't try me, listen. If anyone's going to say, don't try me, they're trying to like, you know, it's an intimidating phrase. That kid cannot fucking intimidate anyone. That is the most, like, flamboyantly gay bottom I've ever seen in my entire life.
has begun. This is a deeply disturbed kid who has, with obvious issues of his own, said a GOP official close to Walker. He's a spoiled brat and is solely to blame if Herschel loses the race. Yeah, of course a GOP official close to Walker would say that, because the real people responsible for this are the GOP officials that prop the man who doesn't know what the fuck's going on 95% of the time to a race that could have been otherwise winnable. Christian Walker's not the only reason why he was already not doing great, not performing well against Warnock in the polls. Walking representation of CTE. Now, he hasn't answered why he was campaigning with him. He already did. He already said it. He campaigned with his dad one time because he thought that it wasn't going to come out. Like, all this stuff wasn't going to come out. And I think probably watching him openly fucking lie about his mom, who he abused, as far as we know, it was like too far. I don't think this is W most likely won't have an impact on the dumbass masochistic Georgian Republican electorate. No, you're crazy. If this wasn't a close race, then yes. But it already is a close race with Herschel Walker trailing behind Warnock. That is precisely the reason why he's fucking pissed. Or that is why it's impactful. Why are we doing this ahead of the midterms? We are not interested, and you should work it out privately. It's time to unite and vote. Maybe because it won't change for you if we don't win in November. You'll still be shopping at Gucci, right? Real folk are struggling. This doesn't add up. I can feel nothing but sadness with the young man. Something happened or somebody hijacked his account, but I will still vote for Herschel and for the fact that he still loves his son and stands by him. Exactly. Something not right here. I really hope someone didn't make money to say these things. This is personal stuff, and Christian is very dramatic as always, but it's smart enough to know not to do this on a public forum. Soros? Plenty of Republicans are still going to vote for Walker. You guys are fucking crazy if you think that that's not the case. This is not about that. This is about whether or not it's impactful enough to fucking tank his already flailing campaigning. I know my mom and I would really appreciate my father, Herschel Walker, stop lying and making a mockery of us. You're not a family man when you left us to beg a bunch of women, threatened to kill us, and had us move over 6 times in 6 months running from your violence. I don't care about someone who has had a bad past and takes accountability, but how dare you lie and act as though you're some moral Christian upright man.
Is there any video of Herschel Walker talking? Everybody's saying that he's flailing on the campaign trail, but I don't think I've heard anything from him, like at all. Nothing.
Lived a whole life.
Like if he had all these fucking gaffes and all these blunders, right? I've seen shit from Dr. Oz. I've seen stuff from Fetterman, but this race, which is possibly just as, or if not more popular in the national fucking view. Chinese air being sent to the what? China. I will just do Herschel Walker China.
One of those big concerns is over the Republican Senate nominee Herschel Walker in Georgia. Over the last several days, news reports have come out about 3 children he fathered, but had not acknowledged publicly. He also continues to face scrutiny over his business dealings, as well as past domestic violence accusations that surfaced before the primary. Walker has denied any criminal wrongdoing. He's also making headlines this morning for comments he made during a recent campaign stop regarding air pollution. The Trump-endorsed Republican spoke to a group of supporters in Hall County, Georgia over the weekend and presented a unique argument for not enacting clean air laws. Listen.
Since we don't control the air, our good air decided to float over to China, bad air. So when China gets our good air, their bad air got to move. So it moves over to...
Unique argument for not enacting clean air laws. Listen.
Since we don't control the air, our good air decided to float over to China, bad air. So when China gets our good air, their bad air got to move. So it moves over to our good air space. And now we got to clean that back up.
You know, Jane, I
Maybe he's not the smartest fella. Okay, maybe he's not the smartest fella. Maybe you're right.
Lives. How dare you? Of course, yeah, he is eating his dad up, which leads me to believe that he is probably very serious about this. I think that this is real.
Jesus.
This is a real thing. Anyway, let's see what the funniest thing conservatives could do about this, which is have Herschel can't even craft a fucking sentence Walker on a popular news broadcast to defend himself.
Candidate Herschel Walker. Let's start with the Daily Beast, Herschel. I mean, serious accusations that in 2009 that you paid for an abortion. First question, do you know the woman that is making this allegation?
I have no idea, but it is a flat out lie. And now you know.
Bro, there's literally receipts, man. There is no more of a caught in 4K fucking moment than this.
Know how important the seat is. The seat is very
important. Unless they faked the receipt. What was the picture there? Where's the receipt?
Man, there is no more of a caught in 4K fucking moment than this.
Know how important the seat is. The seat is very important, that they'll do anything to win the seat, lie, because they want to make it about everything else except what the true problems that we have in this country is. This inflation, the border wide open, crime. They don't want to talk about that. So they're making up lies now because they need this Georgia seat. So I'm going to encourage anyone out there, let's not let them take this seat. If you can go to teamherschel.com, let's not let them take this seat, because if they take this seat, we won't recognize this country tomorrow.
You sent a $700 check, and that you sent it in a Get Well card. The Get Well card, it looks like it's included with your signature in the article. Have you seen it, and is that your signature?
I haven't seen it, but I can tell you, I send out so many get well, send out so much of anything. But I can tell you right now, I never asked anyone to get an abortion. I never paid
for. My girlfriend got mad at me a couple of months ago because I I've never been in the business of sending people like get well cards or Christmas cards or birthday cards or anything like that, right? Like I've done it a couple of times, but like it's not something that I've ever felt like compelled to fucking do. Because then you'll send someone a card like this that just says rest, relax, recover. It just doesn't feel like it has anything behind it. It doesn't feel genuine. It's just a cappuccino that says rest, relax, recover. What is this supposed to tell the other person? It's just like you might as well have just sent an envelope with $700 in it.
For an abortion, and it's a lie, and I'm going to continue to fight. You know, I tell you, that's what they want. They want this seat, but right now they've energized me even more, and they're not going to take the seat, so they better work it even harder.
What about the $700 check? Is there anybody you can remember sending that much money to?
Well, I send money to a lot of people, and that's what's so funny.
Bro, he's not even doing a good job of, I mean, unsurprisingly, he's not doing a good job defending himself. Like, oh, I don't know, I signed a lot of these. Like, yeah, dude, he's about to be like, Sean, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I have paid for hundreds of abortions, okay? I mean, for a man with severe CTE, he's doing pretty good. I mean, this is Sean sucking on your toes, Hannity. Of course he's like, this is the easiest outlet. There's not gonna be a serious question here. Sean will literally feed him the talking points, as he does with Donald Trump all the time.
You know, I do scholarship for kids. I give money to people all the time because I'm always helping people because I believe in.
Yeah, I might have given this money to this woman that I, paid for the abortion of after, having sex with her. But I also give money to kids. So think about that, please. No matter what you do. I mean, think about that for the most part.
It's best that you go.
I don't care about Hassan's fucking coverage of this. Jesus fucking Christ.
Else, because I'm going to win this seat for the great people of Georgia, because Georgia deserves to have a senator that trusts in the Georgia people, and not no one that trusts in Joe Biden like Senator Warnock does.
Let's talk about the New York Times piece for a minute. It went to your hometown. Is it true you have a field named after you in that town?
I do. I have a field named after me. I have a.
Okay, I don't care anymore. Moving on.
Referee!
Okay. Okay.
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering, and some pretty big news happened last night in YouTube, as well as a seismic shift in the way that I want to do things going forward. First, I want to talk about the unjust, absurd ban of Rekieta Law and exactly what the reason was for his banning as well.
You know, some people will make fun of other people for talking too fast. Oh, you're taking Adderall. You're taking Adderall before your conversations with people, or before you take a live stream live. You know, like you're talking too fast. You're trying to be a Destiny clone. I would much rather someone talk like a fucking AK-47 than talk like molasses like this guy. Holy fucking shit. Him and Vosh both. I could put them on 2 times and it still might be too slow. It's kind of absurd how progressives get tomato red when people say AAVE isn't proper English, but then ruthlessly attack Walker for talking like a 5-year-old who fell off the back of a golf cart. I haven't really followed the Herschel Walker Warnock campaigns. The only reason I even like pay attention at all right now is because of the his son coming out against him. But because I feel like and fuck me, did I close it out already, or this is the fucking house. 1 second. I mean, there's a greater chance that Warnock will win, because it doesn't seem like Herschel Walker is that great of a fucking politician. But yeah, I don't fucking know. I don't know what the attacks on Walker have been, if they've been like really fucking shitty or something like that. But yeah, it probably has more to do with him being a fucking football player who got hit in the head 5 billion fucking times.
We've been able to put everything together now. What we're doing to try and restore the channel. Also, Nick, directly, I got a new phone. I lost your number. I'm trying to connect you with Bill Richmond because he has experience in sending this stuff to email to YouTube. So if you see this video, I'm sure people will share it on Twitter. And just like before, I'm going to ask people, I'm going to leave the tweet in the comment. Please open a new window, share that, and I will tag Team YouTube. We'll try to get their attention. One of the fastest growing, if not the largest, single, individually run LawTube channel on YouTube was banned last night. The reason for the banning, we now know, is a result of, well, at least 2 of the 3 strikes come from a certain harassment campaign by a certain unwell individual and their fans. Nick Rekieta received his third YouTube strike last night. If you get 3 strikes within a year or so, I think it's a year, your channel gets terminated. The first strike came back in July of this year, in which in a 5-hour live stream, he showed a 40-second clip of an incident where something spicy was happening, and he got a strike. Not dissimilar than content that you would see like Donut Operator upload. Before
Wait, what kind of stuff? What was he showing?
whatever reason, he got a strike.
Okay, let me be clear. I'm like 50-50 on Rekieta Law, right? He's one of those people that will say something very obviously that very obviously means something like you get the wall, right? You get the wall. I think everybody knows what the fuck that means, right? Does anybody have any question as to what you get the wall means? And then he'll be like, yeah, it just means like, yeah, fuck you. No, you know what it fucking means. Everybody knows what it means. Just fucking own it and say that you think that, like, people that are like pedos get the wall and should be shot, okay? If that's what your position is, just fucking own it. I fucking hate people that say shit and then pretend like they don't know what it means. Walker will be the first person with actual brain damage to serve in the Senate. Listen, I don't know about that, okay? There have been some... Was it a senator that brought a snowball into the fucking floor of the Senate to disprove climate change? I don't know. Feels like there might be some brain damage there, but...
For it. The second strike came from a basically mass flagging at the behest of one internet weirdo and their Discord catboy ranch of sycophants. Then, yesterday night, during a live stream, live, like on YouTube, Rekieta Law was removed from YouTube, and this is absurd. I try to remain kind of calm and because I just think screaming at YouTube is irrelevant, and that's why the second half of this video is as important as it is. But he received his third strike and outright channel removal from YouTube last night as a result of sharing public information. So his channel was not banned by mistake. He received a third strike, which means he is unlikely to get his channel restored unless...
Hold on. No. Say it again, brother.
Removal from YouTube last night as a result of sharing public information.
It wasn't public information. This is not true. In Wisconsin, or not Wisconsin, in Minnesota or wherever the fuck he lives, either Wisconsin or Minnesota, it is not public information. That has been disproven. It is given to the person who the complaint was against. Yes, but that's not public information. But it is public information in other states, right? The people that say that it's public information looked it up and gave them the information for their state in particular.
So, his channel was not banned by mistake. He received a third strike, which means he is unlikely to get his channel restored unless we make enough noise by leaving a like on the video, sharing the tweet for YouTube to actually watch. I laid everything out in a nice thread for YouTube last night. I'm going to do it again today. The third strike came from this very same group of people had submitted 45 ethics complaints against Nick Rekieta. Nick Rekieta is a lawyer in Minnesota, so they make ethics complaints with the bar. The bar laughed in their stupid faces, and when you make a public complaint about a lawyer, this is a public document.
Wait, was he unbanned? No shit. I'll just be goddamned. He did get unbanned. Holy shit. When did, like, how long ago? When you say just unbanned him, like within like the last hour or some shit, or?
It's just like when you file like a police report. You have to put your name on that. There's a lot of people on the internet who talk about, I'm going to sue these people. And they rely on anonymity, and they find out pretty quickly that you don't get anonymity.
Well, I guess we'll have to see the YouTube video that got him unbanned. The quartering single-handedly got that man unbanned.
Anonymity when you go into the U.S. legal system, okay? So these 45 individuals thought they were... I mean, these people are literally trying to ruin his livelihood because they didn't like his opinions on the internet, okay? Then, due to the absurdly easy to abuse system on YouTube of the flagging system, they were able to submit enough rapid-fire complaints about the channel to get it terminated. See, you can submit any number of even if they're rightful flags on a video, and YouTube isn't going to act immediately. There is a number, however, that these groups of losers know if it's 50 or maybe it's 100 people who will rapidly report something, YouTube's just going to take it down.
Not necessarily. Fuck. I fucking hate... That's not how this shit works. Fuck me, dude.
Because they know, hey, oh my God, if, like say it was a video upload of somebody live streaming themselves doing something very terrible or something. They don't want to wait for a human to review it, so they just take the video down. Herein lies the rub. I understand why Susan and Team YouTube has this in place for that exact reason. Something truly heinous goes up, a bunch of flags come in, they have an automated number. I don't know what that number is, but it's clear that that's how this works, because I've had my channel mass flagged before too, and they just took the whole channel down, even though I have no strikes, and I've never had a strike, okay? Well, I've had warnings and stuff like that, but I have no strikes at the time when they took the channel down. I was like, how did they delete my whole channel? I don't even have a strike. It's because of mass reporting. So losers know that they can mass report. So in Nick reading some of the names of publicly available legal documents
Which, let's be fucking honest, he probably shouldn't have fucking done. All right? He shouldn't have read the fucking names if he was trying to be careful about keeping his fucking channel. All right? Because it wasn't public information. He's a lawyer. He should fucking know that, right? He should also know that even if it was public information, it was probably a bad fucking move. Not to say that he should have gotten taken down for it necessarily, right? Because it's not like he gave out their address or like linked what person's name matched with their fucking Twitter account so that they could get harassed. It wasn't anything like that. But he did say their fucking names, and that's not a fucking smart move. That's not the move of someone that is worried about their YouTube channel staying up.
They said that he was doxing them, which is incorrect. YouTube didn't bother looking into it because of the way YouTube is set up. These type of complaints are reviewed first by someone that doesn't even speak English as a first language. That's just the way it works. I've been doing this for 20 years. I know how it goes. So you have to get through subtle legal nuances with somebody that doesn't even live in this country. In this particular example, most likely doesn't speak.
He should not have done it, but I probably would have if I'm being honest with myself. Listen, I don't know. I've been harassed by like that same group of people, okay? And fuck me. I don't know if I would ever start reading people's names off. I'm way too careful with my shit. I'm not going to fucking do anything to get myself banned. I'm just not fucking... I know how fucking dangerous it is to fucking do that shit. I know how fucking ban happy YouTube and Twitch are for releasing personal info about people. And I know how unbelievably coordinated that group of people is when they want to take someone's entire fucking, means of making money away. All right. They've explicitly tried to take my channel away when it was my only fucking source of income.
Speak English as a first language. You're expecting them to be looking at like, oh, well, technically, was it on a...
Jack, DM me with what happened with the chat, and I'll let the devs know.
Technically, was it on a legal document? They don't know, so they just flake.
Hey guys, we're at 29 likes. One more like and we're at 30. Let's make it happen, guys.
Get down. So in a lot of ways, I don't even blame the individual. I blame the system. YouTube should absolutely default against terminating an entire channel based on some hissy fit by about 30 or 40 people. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous that they give the mob this much power, which is exactly why I've decided to announce that I'm going to be creating alt-tech specific videos each week, specifically Rumble exclusives, because it's just, you can't have all your eggs in one basket. So last night, after Nick gets banned, he goes to stream on Rumble and has nearly 25,000 people watching him live on Rumble. That's the biggest live stream on any new tech platform that I've ever seen. Now, I know there's been bigger ones on Rumble, but I mean, ones that I've been a part of. I know that Salty Cracker does really good. I think he had like 35,000 people.
Thank you for
so
the
Rumble is absolutely
like,
up and coming. And if I have to pick somebody to create unique content for and start supporting alt-tech in a more meaningful way, it has to be Rumble because it has the best chance right now. I am also, again, going to connect Nick once he calls me with half-Asian super lawyer Bill Richmond, because Bill has obviously dealt with this multiple times with Steven Crowder. So I know he knows how to word things. I know he knows who to talk to at YouTube. And I believe fully that we should be able to get Nick's channel restored with enough pressure. And if not, then enough fervor from, say, Bill Richmond, or if Nick wants to pursue this legally himself. I still think it's better to not.
I don't understand how the fuck anybody thinks that they have standing to sue YouTube. We've been over this argument like 5 million fucking times. It's their platform, and it sucks, and it's not good that they can just ban people for shit that they disagree with. But holy shit, dude. Like, what is the actual, like, claim that you're going to make in court?
Not represent yourself, especially in this case where it's his entire livelihood. Now, Rumble has given him an amazing opportunity to be able to support himself there, and I'm going to leave a link in the description below to all of Nick's Rumble information, because you should follow him there. I also have a channel on Rumble. You should follow me there because I'm going to be doing exclusive Rumble content. We'll be making a more formal announcement very soon. But also, I've made a decision on my
or you can come over to a brand new free speech platform, comfy.stream. All right? Comfy.stream, where only the most exciting shit happens, okay?
Channel 2, that I no longer view any social media, for the most part, as safe. Even though Elon has bought, Twitter, who knows how much.
Also, that's a massive fucking cope. The idea that Elon's going to go through and unban all of these fucking, groypers and white nationalists and fucking race realists and shit because he bought Twitter and he's for free speech, that's not going to fucking happen. All right? I just don't think it is. I think that his role in Twitter at this point is going to be very, very minimal. And the only reason he went through with the sale or with the purchase of Twitter is because he was forced to, right?
It's really going to change. And since I have so many places that I try to reach people, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, you know, Gilded, all this stuff. I can't possibly keep up with everybody. And so I've decided to partner with locals. You're familiar with them. Nick uses them. A lot of LawTube uses them. So today I launched my locals page, and it's absolutely free to follow there. There is premium content that you can get access to, but you don't need to pay anything to follow me there. So please open a new window and head to thequartering.locals.com and follow me there. This is going to be, going forward, my authoritative source. This is my one place that you'll always be able to find me. Why did it become so important to me? Well, because when Nick, who was banned off of Twitter, banned off of YouTube due to
Okay, you're not giving us any, you're just plugging a whole bunch of shit. Let's check back up with BPF and Ralph. Let's see if that's still happening.
I said that he said
still
that it
is.
happened.
Holy shit! I can't believe it. They're still talking.
That's the order of
You're
events.
obsessed with her sex life. Would you fuck her?
No. No. Unequivocally. And by the way, your obsession with wondering about whether or not I would hook up with Brittany is gross. There seems to be a bizarre obsession about it.
Not gonna lie, Brittany is like probably the least attractive fucking person in this like sphere of people. God, I like. There's just something about like, I don't know. She just seems like a fucking. I'm not gonna fucking say it. Never mind. The last time I went off about her looks, I had a fucking conversation with her off stream where she was sobbing. So I don't know if I should do that.
I mean, I'm not obsessed by
All conversations I've ever had with Brittany have been platonic. All of them.
Are you
always?
Also, he operates off of the oh shit, what was Trump's vice president's name? Fuck, what's his name? Oh fuck me, I can't remember his fucking name. I can't remember. He operates off of this he operates off of the same principle that he operates off. Oh yeah, the Pence rule, right? Where you cannot talk to a woman unless your wife is in the room. They've talked about this openly, where he does not talk to women unless his wife is in the room. That shit's insane. But they're very principled about their Christian ethics, I guess. Can't cheat if your wife is in the room.
You've been friends and you would have got paid.
Yeah, well, I mean, maybe I had the expectation.
Even you laughed at that, like, come
yeah,
on.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, Ralph. I mean,
good advice, huh?
If you think that cozying up to people for money is your highest value, I could see why you would say that.
Also, you were so mean to her. Maybe if you'd been nice and been friendly, you.
No,
you don't think? Do you think that?
She didn't pay Todd or Jason
listen.
or Jacob, whatever.
Regardless of what a person does to you after you owe them money, you still owe them the money. Why do you not get that?
But why didn't you just like be somewhat, at least act like you respect her? I mean, she's a woman, whatever. Just to act like you do.
I don't have any respect for Brittany at all. Not a single shred of respect. She's not a respectable. There's nothing about her that's respectable. There's nothing about her that is of any quality whatsoever anywhere for anybody at any time. She is a low quality human being. I told her this.
Absolutely brutal.
What? See what I mean? This is where you keep going with this shit. Why do you keep going there, Ralph?
Going where?
Why is this your overarching goal?
What?
To try to tie in some fucking bizarre sexualization to this.
What?
Ralph, are you not tracking or what?
Sexualizing this is live, yes. The titty streamer, is that, or maybe that's in
That's you. That's you doing that.
It's terrible.
Yeah, you should stop doing that. Fucking simp.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Stop it, you fucking simp.
I'm sure she hates that.
Now, one more time, as we back up. No, Ralph, sorry. It was all platonic, right? I don't sexualize people that I deal with. I don't even think that's appropriate. I think it's gross. I think you shouldn't do it.
It's gross. It's cringe.
But, they're features. Like, I don't think we have to quibble here. They're pretty well featured.
Do you respect Brittany, Ralph? Tell me the thing. Brittany, actually. What do you respect the most about her?
The consistency of the grind. She's out there putting out shows and events at all times, and that's not an easy thing to do. I think she's really good at organizing those things and putting on a pretty good show and getting people together to talk. And I got respect for that. Yeah, for sure.
What do you respect about her as a person?
What?
What do you respect about her as a person?
I mean, I have nothing bad to say about her as a person.
Yeah, what do you respect
most of
about
our
her as a
dealings are
person?
like on a
What would you call the
professional
most respectable personal quality of Brittany? Nothing. You got nothing.
No,
you gotta think
no,
about
you
it?
can't think of one
Did he cut
thing?
out? Is that what happened?
Oh, he cut out. Okay. That's funny as fuck.
I think he cut out.
Okay, well, while they fix that, we'll check up on other shit.
He did. He cut out. We'll see if he comes back. If he had to go, fine, but at least come back and say goodbye.
Okay, to something else. Fuck, I don't know if I want to watch a second thought video. What else is going on right now? Oh, you know, you should check live stream fails to see if Keffels did anything else. No, hold on. Nothing. Yeah, we just saw that right as we started watching the thing about Nick getting banned. He got unbanned. That shit's fucking crazy. I actually didn't think that he was gonna get unbanned, if I'm completely honest. But like, you can go to Kiwi Farms right now, kiwifarms.net. It's up, right? Nick Rekieta is back up. Destiny has his largest numbers. 1 second. There's literally nothing that Keffels has done that is stuck, right? What is it? Social Blade Destiny. Wrong Destiny. Damn it. How do I get to actual Destiny? Destiny. Don't take me to... Fuck. Let's do it like this. There we go. I guessed and I got it right. Okay, let's go to a graph. All right. January of 20... So it was like March of 2022 that he got banned. All right. Look at his fucking video views. From 7 million to fucking 15 million ever since he got fucking banned from Twitch. I don't think Destiny's hurting right now. Okay. Monthly gain subscribers for Destiny. March, he went up. Look at that shit, dude. Where's his, Yeah, look. He has over 550K almost. See live views? Maybe. Let me see. This is... Oh, look. He just hit 550,000. Just now. Rekieta Law. Rekieta Law is back on fucking YouTube. Who the fuck is Keffels gone after that did not come out better for it? Look at that. Even 550K. Right as we clicked on it. Perfect timing. Kiwi Farms is still up. She tried to get me banned. That didn't work. Rekieta Law is back. Destiny is larger than fucking ever. talking to people that he definitely wouldn't have been able to if he was still on fucking Twitch. So where is all this activism going? Nowhere. It's just fucking posturing. Fucking constantly. All the fucking time posturing. There's nothing to anything that she does except fucking posture. That she just fails constantly at getting anything that she says she's going to do done. Yeah, she failed at canceling Gappy. She failed at canceling fucking Stardust. Has literally anything that she's done and got all this fucking cloud off of stuck. Literally at all. Because if it has, I haven't fucking seen it. It just doesn't make any fucking sense. Also, for people in YouTube chat that have never watched me before, after you like the fucking stream, if you want to give suggestions about shit to watch on stream, there's the Discord. You can go into the Discord, thumbs up the rules, and then you can post it in the content suggestions. All right? Yeah, she did get the $100,000. You know what? Well, I will have to say that she did get that $100,000 that she grifted from everybody. But outside of that, she hasn't taken anybody down. You linked a Blair White video? Oh, fuck. All right. Why not?
Story time. This has been my first year in preschool with a class of my own. The topic of gender and genitals came up.
I'm a 4th grade teacher. I, Hannah Fandon Steele, am a racist. I am a product of the white dominant structure I was raised.
God fucking damn.
Try to talk to your teacher about it and explain to them that this is what non-binary people are doing in the language.
Let me out of this room. You can't lock me
What? Wait, what the fuck does that mean in the language?
in a room. You can't lock me in here. Please let me out.
Wait, what did that last one, where did that one even come from? What was happening in that video?
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So one of the things that I have seen a really explosive increase.
Like, I'm fine with people like pointing out shitty things that teachers do, okay? I'm fine with that. If they're actually doing something bad, they should get fucking fired. But don't just post a video of a kid that's being locked in a room when we don't know why they're being locked in that fucking room. The first one where they say genitals got brought up in 4th grade, why did she cut out before we got to see what her actual fucking response to the kids was? The second one was just cringe by saying that she's white, therefore racist. Weird flex, but okay, sis. One second. All this conflict has grown her platform and got mainstream media to cover her, despite not necessarily successful in her takedowns. Wait, hold on. Is her YouTube even going off? Oh, So they started and now it's going down. It's possible she's already peaked because she can't get anything done. She has 37K subscribers. She had to beg her Discord to go and watch her fucking YouTube videos as a large streamer. Now, like, I understand the need to have someone like go and watch your YouTube videos. If you haven't subscribed already, you can go onto my YouTube channel, especially since I'm streaming on YouTube, and you can click on some of my videos and you can watch the very excellent content that we put out so that you can get enough watch hours so that you can get monetized, et cetera, right? Like, I'm fine with that. But when you're like already monetized and you still have to beg for people to watch your shit, right? Because all I want, the problem for me is that I can't pay my editor very much, all right? If anything. It's a very rare occurrence when I'm able to drop like $50 to him for like putting out a couple of videos over the course of a month, right? So I really want to get monetized so that I can just like have him put his fucking credit card information in there, get the fucking money from YouTube, all right? That's what I want to do with my channel. He can have 100% of the YouTube revenue, all right? But when you're already established and you're already paying fucking editors, at that point, it's just the fucking grind. And if you're grinding like that and you have editors and you have like specific fucking shit, is Tiger still the editor? Yes. If you have editors that you have on payroll, you should be able to like game the system. They should know how to put out clickbait fucking titles. You should know what kinds of shit works for the audience that you're curating to get more people to see your shit. Oh yeah, I wanted to watch that video. We'll watch it after, remind me, after the Blair White video, we'll watch the Keffels video on fucking Luna Oi.
Increase and requests for within my DMs, my emails, my messages is for me to talk about what you guys perceive to be as the rise of woke teachers invading middle schools, even preschools, elementary schools, specifically with the intention of indoctrinating kids and teaching them really radical, insane things about race, gender, sexuality, sometimes even instances of grooming young kids to identify as LGBT, teaching them really radical, insane things about race, gender, sexuality, sometimes even instances of grooming young kids to identify as LGBT themselves, which...
Okay. I've asked so many fucking times for someone to give me any evidence that this is happening. I have worked and do work in fucking education, and I don't see any of this shit happening. I would fucking speak out against it, okay? I would be super, super chill with being, you know, an ardent fighter against the entrancing of all the youth. But I don't see that shit happening. I just don't see it happening. Where the fuck is it? It's not happening in fucking elementary schools. Is it happening in middle schools then? Yeah, maybe she'll show us in this video. Maybe she'll finally change my mind.
Which is a whole thing. I don't think that you can make a kid be LGBT, but I definitely think you can make a kid be confused about being LGBT. And at first when I started getting requests to talk about this, I thought, okay, is this really that big of an issue? Is this something that's overblown, or what's going on here? But now I feel like I'm at the point where I can't even log onto social media without seeing some new, absolutely insane viral video of a teacher telling on themselves and just being an absolute clown. So now I agree, it's absolutely a problem. It's insane. And let me tell you that collecting these videos was insane. It was a whole thing, but if I had to see them, so do you. Let's go.
Hi, so I have a small dilemma.
What the fuck is this woman wearing? Full ass scimitar. Okay, hold on. Actually, I was about to talk shit, but then I thought about it, and those are like tiny scimitars hanging down from her glasses. That's actually, you know what? The fact that there's scimitars, kind of cool. Kind of fucking cool.
I am starting a new job on Monday, and it's a teaching job.
Are those samurai sword earrings?
It's a scimitar, you dumb bitch.
I can't decide if that's really cool or like really annoying.
Shut the fuck up, bitch. That's a scimitar. Significantly cooler.
Annoying.
So the kids are going to call me either Mr. or Mrs. Jamie. It depends on what I want, but I, as a non-binary being, I don't know what to pick. I feel like Mrs. would be easier.
Non-binary being.
Easier for the kids.
Okay, yeah, I think that this is fucking stupid. I don't think that this is grooming, but it's certainly like confusing to the fucking kid. Pick a fucking pronoun and stick with it, okay? You don't get to fucking like choose your gender at fucking will and just be like, well, I'm going to be Mr. Jenny today, or today I'm Mrs. Jenny. I just don't think that that's ever going to be easy for a kid to fucking understand. And you're also making it difficult for them to call on you if they need fucking help with their math.
Kids, but Mr. makes me feel better, but I also kind of want to try mix, but I don't know if they
I appreciate it,
do
Goku
that.
Hair.
I don't. And then what do they do when they ask me if I'm a boy or a girl? I'm not. I don't know.
Explain that it's young kids too.
It's young kids. My class is gonna be 4-year-olds, so I don't know. And then
They're not gonna understand this. They're too young to understand it. It's not that it's what the fuck? I'm sorry. That's so fucking stupid.
I don't know if I want to go by Jamie or Jamie Ray, because Jamie Ray's the name that I go by now. I don't know.
Girl, you don't know what name you want. You don't know what pronouns you want. Maybe you should hold off on fucking teaching. That's just so annoying. Shouldn't she be expressing this amount of like stress or excitement or anxiety about like, how am I going to teach these kids? How am I going to live up to the very intense obligation of educating the youth and raising these 4-year-olds for 8 hours out of the day that they're not going to be with their parents? But instead, you're such a narcissist that you're sitting here focusing on, what do I want these 4-year-olds to call me? What do I want these 4-year-olds to refer to me as? Girl, you're a narcissist.
I don't know. Any advice would be great for any non-binary teachers.
SOS, save our ship.
SOS, SOC, save our captain. Thanks.
It's really annoying. Okay, so this one is a teacher answering the question, what is your opinion as a teacher on students who want to be called a different name but say not to tell their parents? So let's see what this teacher has to say.
I never tell parents, period. On their survey.
Wait, what is your opinion as a teacher on students who want to be called a different name but say not to tell their parents?
See what this teacher has to say.
I never tell parents, period. On their survey at the beginning.
I don't really have an issue with that video. The only issue is, listen, I work with kindergartners, okay? A kindergartner, a 4-year-old, is not going to fucking understand that shit, okay? Like, yeah, I was telling the story last night. A Tinnicactus is saying, you know, like, I'm trying to get kids to understand just to identify the first sound in a word and the last sound in a word, right? And they're not getting that because they're fucking babies. I say the first sound, the first phenome in the word run, right? Just the first sound. Everything you said, the person in question also wasn't sure about themselves. Think the person agrees with you, but the kids would be confused. Then why are they like saying that they're going to do this in their classroom?
Beginning of the year, when it asks for preferred name and pronouns, it also asks for what you want me to refer to you as when I call home and what pronouns to use. So then I just make sure when I'm calling home, I use what they prefer when I call home. Even if someone told me I couldn't do that and I couldn't call them whatever they want or the pronouns they want without parent permission, I would still do it.
It's a problem.
Wait, did she say that she's like outing her students to their parents? Is that what she was saying there?
But say not to tell their parents. So let's see what this teacher has to say.
I never tell parents, period. On their survey at the beginning of the year, when it asks for preferred name and pronouns, it also asks for what you want me to refer to you as when I call home and what pronouns to use. So then I just make sure when I'm calling home, I use what they prefer when I call home. Even if someone told me I couldn't do that and I couldn't call them whatever they want or the pronouns they want without parent permission, I would still do it.
It's a problem.
Hold on. So is she saying that she uses the kid's name that they prefer at school in calls to their parents, thereby fucking outing their children to the fucking parents? Because that's fucked up. No? Okay, maybe I'm just misunderstanding.
Problem that the teacher feels like they have the ability or the right to keep a secret from a kid's parents. And I know people of this political persuasion tend to believe that children belong more so to the state than they do the parents. That's a whole thing because they're so bent on collectivism. But at the same time, it's deeply...
How is that collectivism? They just use words and they don't mean what they think they mean. Collectivism does not mean using different names at school and at home. If anything, that's hyper individualism, right? Is that not hyper individualism to use like a kid's specific name that they want in one situation, but not in another situation?
Predatory is a strong word, so keep it in your peripheral, but maybe not like fully attach it to this scenario. But the word did come to mind when thinking, oh, so you're an adult who is keeping secrets about you and a kid's relationship, what you're calling a kid, and you're not telling the parent.
Fuck, you can criticize this, but this is such a stupid fucking criticism. There's something here to criticize, right? If you really, really don't like the idea of kids having this kind of, you know, separate life from home and school, if you really don't like that, you can definitely criticize that. But the idea that this is predatory, that's fucking stupid. There are plenty of TikToks that you can put out there. TikToks that I've seen that I think are a little bit fucking predatory. They're a little bit fucking weird, okay? It's a little bit fucking weird. But this is, how do you fuck up criticizing actually cringe TikTok?
At the very least, that's a problem. You're a problem. If my kid was in school and expressing something about their gender or their sexuality, and any teacher felt like they were to keep that from me or hide that from me, I would be at that school whooping his or her or they's ass. I don't know.
I feel like the idea that people would be okay with teachers outing their children or their students as gay to their parents, right? Like, let's say a teacher walks into a stairwell and there's two boys kissing, right? I feel like most people would be like, "Hey, that's a little bit fucked up to like call the parents and then like tell them that they're gay if that was like a secret from their parents, right?" But suddenly when it comes to pronouns, suddenly this is a mortal goddamn fucking sin that nobody should ever fucking keep from the parents. Like, that's something for the family to fucking deal with, okay? That's what my opinion is. Let the family deal with that one in their own time when the kid feels most comfortable.
I don't know what this person is. I would shut this school down if this teacher felt like they had any more right to information about my kid than I do. I'm feeling really...
No, the teacher doesn't feel like they have more of a right. The child feels like they have more of a right to that information than the parent does.
Bitchy today.
I'm a 4th grade teacher, and I do a lot of work with social justice and equity in my classroom. We have racialized conversations all the time.
I'm sure that's healthy.
Hannah Fandensteel am a racist. I am a product of the white dominant structure I was raised in. My people have done an excellent job lifting each other up. Unfortunately, that was on the backs of people of color. Because this is deeply embedded in my history, it is no wonder I was passed down views that are racially problematic. Even though white supremacy can be unconscious, it is constant. Living in this society would have been a miracle for me to be anything but racist. Now that I know I have deeply rooted racist tendencies, I can constantly be looking and listening for how they surface in my life. And when a person of color gives me feedback for not being a good ally, I can say thank you and not get defensive. Something here I said could have been...
Yes, I am racist. I'm sorry I was racist. Oh, fuck. I don't know how fucking spicy I can be, even on YouTube, because I don't want people to clip me saying shit. I'm so Twitch brained that I don't want people to clip me making ironic racial humor. Fuck me. But like, what in a school setting, what would a person of color tell a supposed ally when they're like talking about race shit? Like, when the fuck is that ever going to come up? Number one. I just don't fucking get it.
Been problematic because I'm always learning.
Why are your eyes like that? Are you on drugs? I like how people like this are just projection.
Shaboopy, Comfy is my vehicle by which I'm going to dual stream to both that service and to YouTube. All right. So I gotta fucking do both. All right, buddy.
Of what they really feel about themselves. It's like these people can't help but talk about how they are racist and how they're so problematic. It's like, speak for yourself. Why do you feel the need to speak for other people that look like you? Example, white people. Not everyone has these internal views. Not everyone has these senses of other races that you have. Just because you're so hyper focused on it, you're projecting what you are, which maybe you're racist, and feel free to speak your truth.
I can't believe I'm about to say this, but This is a Blair White W. This is a Blair White W, actually, though. What the fuck? That's crazy. Like, I feel like the people that are, like, the most racist and, like, they have those, like, they see a black person, like, as their waiter and they hand them their plate and they accidentally, like, touch the waiter's hand as they pick up their plate and they, like, physically cringe inside. I feel like that's the kind of person that is hyper aware of their racism, but doesn't want to be racist, but they just can't fucking help it. And so they're like, no, I'm actually a good ally and I listen to black people. I do listen to black people. When I'm at school and someone comes up and tells me that I'm being a bad ally because I bought candy for everybody and it was watermelon flavor and that was really, really racially insensitive. And I won't do that ever again. I promise. Like, maybe it speaks more to your fucking, the way that you interact with people of color than how other people do.
Miss Girl, but don't speak anyone else's truth because you don't know if it is their truth. It's just really annoying. Because the reality is when she's sitting there saying these things to her kids, she is putting it on her kids. For her to say this about her being white, that means she's saying the exact same thing back to her white kids, that they must feel this way as well. She's not presenting it as an opinion. She's not presenting it as a theory. You know, you're talking about yourself. So if you want to announce and confess your sins that you're a racist, go ahead, but don't speak for anyone else.
I am an out teacher at my school, out as both bisexual and trans, and a lot of other teachers on TikTok were wondering how I managed coming out to my students. And it's a really interesting story. So this was right before the pandemic.
Also, like, I don't think that there's a problem with your students knowing that you're gay, really. That's not something that, like, really bothers me. Because there were teachers that I had that I knew were gay, right? That were open about it, but it's not like they had to, like, come out to the classroom. That shit's really fucking weird. I don't think that there's a reason to come out to your class or come out to your students. If they ask you and you say, yeah, no, I mean, like, yes, I'm a man who likes men, or yes, I'm a woman who likes women, or yes, last week I said that I had a boyfriend, but this week I have a girlfriend. That's because I like both. What the fuck of it? I feel like that's totally fucking fine. I feel like that's totally fucking fine, right? But the idea that, like, I feel this moral compulsion to make sure that my students know what my sexuality is, that's a little fucking weird to me. Also, hilariously, that's what the new book by Robin DiAngelo is about, how progressives can be super racist. Of course. Because DiAngelo is the person that we should be looking at for all of our fucking talking points and beliefs.
Pandemic, I came back to my school after being away from it for a while, during which time I transitioned. So none of the kids knew me as trans.
Listen, Mr. Sig in chat, if you think that, if you like Blair's lips, just say it, buddy. All right, we accept all Coomers in my chat.
But I wanted to talk about it. So what I did is, as soon as I came back, I joined up with the GSA, realized how many questions the kids had, and decided the best thing to do would be to host a Q&A. So the kids made up a whole bunch of flyers, and then one day during lunch, we hosted the tea talk. It was a triple entendre of T as in trans, T as in spilling the tea, and T as in we literally served them tea. It was great. It was a huge success. So many people showed up. We didn't have nearly enough tea for everyone.
Hold on. Her lips aren't blown up. This is where her lip ends, at the point of my mouth. Her lips are just overdrawn. No, it's okay. You can... I don't give a fuck, bro.
In about 10 minutes,
she just overdrew her lips.
Between gender, sex, and sexual orientation, and then also talking about my own life story, sort of like the highlight.
And I'm sure everything that she said.
That actually, the fact that it was in the Gay Straight Alliance, actually, that's significantly less bad than I thought it was going to be. I don't care about that. That's actually probably the only venue in which it is acceptable for a teacher to come out as, like, bisexual and have a Q&A on that shit. You know? I mean, I guess I would have to hear what she said or what they said or whatever the fuck, but that's actually not the worst fucking thing in the entire world.
About gender, sex, sexuality was completely factual and based in science and not biased or part of her particular worldview at all. I'm sure it was not her opinion. It was all just facts, right? Totally objective, I'm sure. Now, this one isn't as bad as some other ones, other than the fact that I do think it's a bit strange to come out to your students. I did have one gay teacher growing up, but the way that he
What ages is happening? The alliance thing. Gay straight alliance groups. Those have been around for a long fucking time. I mean, even before like the social justice age, that shit was happening at my high school. So, it's usually either in middle school or in high school. And I think it's way more common in high schools than in middle schools. So I think that that's an appropriate age. They don't have gay straight alliances at fucking elementary schools.
He handled it was like, he didn't handle it. He actually didn't tell anyone he was gay. He just, during school events where maybe it was appropriate to bring your spouse or whatever, he would bring his husband. And actually that might have been before gay marriage was legal, so his partner. And it wasn't a thing. Everyone just kind of knew like, oh yeah, they're together. But
why would middle school be weird? People are getting boyfriends and girlfriends in like 6th, 7th grade when you're like 12 to 14. I mean, the conversations are going to they're going to have to be significantly different than the conversations that you would have in high school, right? But like, I don't think that that's like necessarily a bad thing. I could be pushed on that though. It just like depends. Well, like whenever it comes to conversations around sex and gender and relationships and shit like that, you're always going to need to tailor your commentary to the age group that you're talking to, right? So like there's always like every single fucking school district in America, guess what? Except for like the ultra conservative ones, they all have sex education in elementary school. And everyone's fine with it. Because it's the don't let adults touch you in your no square type sex education. But that is still sexual education. It's letting them know that that's an inappropriate area for people to touch, right? That it's bad when an adult touches you there, right? Now it's super vague and they're not going to tell you like in detail about like, you know, the vulva and like an erect penis and stuff like that. So that's just about like, you know, tailoring the message to the age group that you're talking to, you know? They just seem like little kids. I mean, yeah, they are kids. They're fucking middle schoolers, but they're still at the age where they start getting their first like boyfriends and girlfriends and shit. Unless you're me and you don't get a girlfriend until you're 16.
like this whole announcing like I'm bisexual and I'm transgender. Like, how about you teach them how to read? Again, it's just the word narcissist comes to mind. Like, why do you think these kids need to know that you're bisexual? Why is it important?
Story time. This has been my first year in preschool with a class of my own.
Jesus Christ. Fucking ghostly fucking complexion. Holy shit, this woman's fucking name is Spotlight. God fucking damn. She can walk through walls, motherfucker. Jesus Christ. Fuck.
Another queer neurodivergent educator, and we have been rocking our twos class. We've been talking about gender and skin color and consent and empathy and our bodies and autonomy. It's been fabulous.
Wait, did she say preschool?
Important.
Story time. This has been my first year in preschool with a class of my own, teaching alongside another queer neurodivergent educator, and we have been rocking our twos class. We've been talking about gender and skin color and consent and empathy and our
empathy is fine. But the other stuff, why the fuck do you need to tell 2-year-olds about that? They're not going to understand it. You're just like talking to them or talking at them. They don't understand that shit.
bodies and autonomy. It's been fabulous.
Didn't she say preschool? I would be so pissed. First of all, a number of the things she just listed are things that if I was a parent, honey, I can't speak as a parent because I'm not, but if I was, I for damn sure would be teaching those things to my kid myself, because who the fuck are you? I don't know what your views on any of those things are for you to be telling my kids anything. And second of all, preschoolers can't read. Teach them to read.
But our
I mean, you can, like, kindergartners can't fucking read, okay? But, yeah. Fuck, is this going to be a video where I agree broadly with Blair White? We're in a dark fucking timeline, guys.
teaching team is shifting and a new person is being onboarded, someone with many years of experience. So today at the lunch table, when the topic of gender and genitals came up, one of our
The topic of gender and genitals came up with preschoolers.
It didn't. They brought it up. That's fucking weird. That should be a fireable fucking offense.
You're a whole problem. Listen, I am not saying, because I know there's going to be someone in the comments, well, you know, preschoolers do know what their private parts are. Yeah, for sure. However, who are you to be talking about it with them, and what are you saying about it to them?
Students plainly looked up and said, well, I'm a girl today, but I know that teacher Co isn't. No, they're envy. And the look on the incoming teacher's face was priceless. She was shocked in a good way, and she just looked around at the two of us and said, this class is incredible, and I am so impressed.
I don't know if a 2-year-old has the mental capacity to actually say anything like that. I think, yeah, everyone stood up and clapped, and then Albert Einstein came in and said, huh, I wish that I was in this preschool class. Then I might have actually accomplished something good in the world. Like,
you see how cool she thinks she is because she like even knows what first of all, envy means non-binary. It's like annoying I even know that, but you see how cool she thinks she is and how it comes from such a narcissistic place. Like, she thinks she is really that edgy ass bitch for even knowing what this is and teaching preschoolers about it. And the fact that this preschooler would even know to use a word like that is clearly because this person is teaching them about their own gender ideology. And that is disgusting.
No, the preschool is going to be like 2, 3, and maybe 4. And then kindergarten is going to be 4 and 5 years old. So I don't think that a 2 or 3 or a 4-year-old is going to be able to understand this shit.
Preschool, remember, preschool.
Oh, my name's Josh. I use they, them pronouns in English, A in Espanol, and I got a lot of questions like this. So how do I bring this up to my teacher? How do you talk to colleagues about it? How do people respond to you? So where I work, everybody was really receptive. They wanted to learn more about it. It's been a slow process, but they're learning more and they're integrating it. And this is across languages, so I feel super lucky. However, I know that's not the case for a lot of people. All I can say is that try to talk to your teacher about it and explain to them that this is what non-binary people are doing in the language, and that by not including language like this in the classroom, it's making people who are non-binary or maybe are non-binary and they don't know feel unsafe, and that it's actually transphobic, and that...
Wait, is this person saying that this is how they dress at school and this is how NB people dress? Wait, hold on. I gotta hear it again. Sorry, I was looking at my phone to solidify my plans tonight. Jesus Christ.
Oh, my name's Josh. I use they, them pronouns in English, A in Espanol, and I got a lot of questions like this. So how do I bring this
Have you been met with resistance from schools when teaching gender inclusive language in the classroom?
up to my teacher? How do you talk to colleagues about it? How do people respond to you? So where I work, everybody was really receptive. They wanted to learn more about it. It's been a slow process, but they're learning more and they're integrating it. And this is across languages, so I feel super lucky. However, I know that's not the case for a lot of people. All I can say is that try to talk to your teacher about it and explain to them that this is what non-binary people are doing in the language, and that by not including language like this in the classroom, it's making people who are non-binary or maybe are non-binary and they don't know feel unsafe, and that it's actually transphobic, and that they're excluding people's identity in the classroom and making them not feel safe when using that language. So that's all I can say. It's really difficult if people are resistant to it, but we gotta keep fighting.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what the that person just said. I literally, that was like word vomit.
They didn't say anything that was like horribly objectionable, but I guess I just need to know what age group they're teaching, I guess. They didn't really say anything except for that they're non-binary and they're like talking to their colleagues about it.
To me, I don't know what they said. Feel free to translate that in the comments for me. I don't really even know. So as if the gender stuff wasn't enough for kids, especially there's also this trend of kids being locked in closets because they're not wearing masks properly.
It is the law by Governor Pritzker to let me out of this room. You can't lock me in a room. You can't lock me in here. Please let me out.
Oh, because it's masks.
Oh my gosh. The teacher was physically keeping this kid in the room. That is so disgusting. There's another one.
They have me locked in this room.
Yeah, don't fucking lock children in fucking rooms. If that's what actually happened here, then don't lock the kid in the fucking room. Send him home. She's talking about an old school teacher approving of new school teaching. Oh, I don't know where you're, how far back you are, buddy. Sorry. Yeah, this is like the individual schools. Like this has nothing to do with like gender or anything. This has to do with masks. And also, just because this like a video of one kid getting locked in a closet doesn't mean that this is like a widespread fucking problem. This is obviously a problem. It's not a widespread problem.
How is this a thing? Like, I'm not sitting here trying to say this is something that's like extremely widespread. I don't know, but there's 2 videos from 2 separate schools of this happening. So you can only imagine that this is probably, you know, a microcosm, at least to an extent. And again, I would be fighting. Period.
Okay, so during 3rd period, we have announcements and they do the Pledge of Allegiance. I always tell my class,
Is this like an even more soy version of denims? Holy fucking shit.
stand if you feel like it, don't stand if you feel like it, say the words if you want, don't have to say the words. So my...
I actually don't mind that. That's how I grew up as well in the California school system. Which is
And if you feel like it, don't stand if you feel like it, say the words if you want, don't have to say the words. So my...
I actually don't mind that. That's how I grew up as well in the California school system, which is maybe different from, you know, other states or whatever, but...
Texas, it's the exact same. I think I had one teacher in all my years of public education that demanded people stand up for the flag. But other than that, it's just like they didn't really care if you had like some sort of moral issue with that. I don't know.
You know, I don't have any problem with a teacher saying that it's your choice.
Decided to stand but not say the words. Totally fine. Except for the fact that my room does not have a flag. It used to be there. But I took it down during COVID because it made me uncomfortable. And I packed it away and I don't know where, and I haven't found it yet. But my kid today goes, hey, it's kind of weird that we just stand and then, you know, we say it to nothing. And I'm like, oh, well, you know, I gotta find it. Like, I'm working on it. I got you. In the meantime, I tell this kid, we do have a flag in the class that you can pledge your allegiance to. And he like looks around and he goes, oh, that one?
So annoying.
Who cares?
Like,
It's
it's not
annoying.
just the fact that like a rainbow flag is inherently bad or something. Like, that's not what I'm saying. And I'm sure people can misconstrue that, but like,
Holy shit. Is every single fucking Blair White take in this video going to be reasonable? What the fuck? I'm actually so fucking blown away. I actually can't fucking believe it. That she actually has reasonable takes on almost every single one of these things. That shit's fucking crazy to me.
the fact that this teacher is taking joy out of manipulating kids to pledging allegiance to a flag they may or may not even fully understand, and that the teacher is on TikTok laughing about how she's lying to her students. Again, I would be very, very upset if I was a parent. I love you guys. Make sure you subscribe.
Okay, good. The trans flag makes me uncomfortable because it's usually accompanied by insane Twitter takes. Well, this like forward progress flag is so fucking cringe because number one, trans people are already included in the LGBT flag, right? And then why are we including black and brown people's issues with gay issues? They don't fucking want that. Like, black and brown fucking communities are, like, on average, way more homophobic than white affluent communities. I just... Okay, hold on. Someone posted something in Discord. 1 second.
Chat's all over it.
The rumors of my death have been greatly exaggerated. Oh my goodness gracious.
Congratulations. That's wonderful. I don't know who's working behind you, but you've got a guardian angel. I still say the strategy should be implemented.
Oh, it is. But I'm just here laughing.
Congratulations and injustice.
Oh my goodness. It
Is
will
he
be
streaming right
fun.
now?
So thanks to everybody, by the way, who had massive support all over everything. But I want to tell you guys, I'm very serious. I'm probably going to be just streaming to Rumble. YouTube will be a tool, but I'm not bowing to censorship, and I'm not feeding that beast as much as possible. So let's keep it going over here. All right, let's keep building this stuff up.
On behalf of the chat,
Listen, fucking. He kind of did it to himself. I'm not saying that he should have been banned, but like he should have been smarter about like whether or not he was going to get banned or not. Right?
chat room, I congratulate you.
It's not even why I left the stream, by the way. That was just a pleasant surprise as I was on my way back. Oh, I'm so
Let the grifting begin.
I am elated at the
Mr. Mediker's live reaction. Nick Recator streaming to tens of thousands of people on multiple platforms gets his YouTube account restored. Meanwhile, somewhere in Mexico, a pig hollers in anger as God hands him another L. Oof. Oh god, I don't know if I can do another Blair White video at a Cactus. 1 second, let me see.
office who's going.
I just want to see what he said right
I
at the
just want to
beginning.
leave.
Did
So-
you see any injury on her?
So at that time, I did. The two subjects that were with her tried to tell her that they said, no, Erica, you need to tell him what happened.
Okay, this is the first stream.
And
Thank God. we skipped
Hypocrisy.
That.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Lost Planning, the interwebs. I am your host, Nick Ricada of Ricada Law, a small law firm in central Minnesota.
I just
How
want
is
to
it
see,
going?
see what he says about
just trying
getting
to get
unbanned.
everything set up here. And there's so many little technical difficulties that you have to deal with when you get just fucked by someone. Women have been dealing with this for a long time. That's a joke. That's a joke. But no. So the whole problem with all of this is, you know, like simple things like having a YouTube video that you wanted to play for like the live stream or whatever to comment on. Yeah, well, those are gone. And your ability to access YouTube from your YouTube account is also gone. So so I had to get like a separate YouTube account that could do this set up, and goddamn. Anyway, just minor annoyances, but not a big deal in the long run, of course not. Just things you don't think of. Like when I mentioned this one of the interviews I did, and I've done several interviews, and I'm really like tired and don't remember what I've said where, so I'll just say everything here anyway. I got in my car. This might have been on the show last night. I got in my car to pick up my kid the other day, and I went to play my music, which I had YouTube Premium, so I had a YouTube Music subscription, and the music, you can't access it. It doesn't work because the account doesn't exist anymore. And so it was like, what the fuck is this? So having to just sort out all that stuff is you know, it's just new. It's just new, but it's not a big deal. That's the trick. It is new does not mean bad or anything like that. It's just different. And what isn't different, though, is how this show will go. This show is the same show that I've been doing and will continue to do. And this show is, you know, my plan is to keep it growing no matter what happens. But with that said, we do have a little bit of, I guess, some updates. I don't know, nothing crazy. Just kind of want to tell you guys what's going on, where we are in the process of everything, and what the future, I guess, holds. And yeah, and then I've got the Waukesha Parade Killer opening statements. Now, the opening statements are only from the state, the prosecution, because Daryl Brooks would go on to waive his opening statement. I guess that's what you want to do, maybe. The man should not be representing himself.
What a fucking
It just shouldn't.
what a stupid fucking decision for that guy to try and represent himself in fucking court. What an idiot. What an actual fucking buffoon. Why the fuck would he do that? I just don't fucking understand.
Have it. I know that's like such a lawyer thing saying, well, don't do it, but he just genuinely should not. He is not in a position to.
He's
handle
like
that
he's gonna get
in any way.
fucked.
But we will be watching the state's opening arguments against him. What I will not subject you to. What I will not subject you to is
I mean,
the
sure,
7
Casaubon.
hours that it took the court to read the jury instructions. Because I don't think anybody wants to sit and watch 7 hours of jury instructions. I mean, to me, that just doesn't seem like what people want to do. He was extremely, from what I saw, he was extremely disruptive throughout the jury instructions. It made it take forever, but it was already going to take a while because he has something like 72 counts against him. So it took forever. But I have launched right forward 7 hours into the stream to where the state will start its opening argument, and that's where we'll go when we get to that spot. We'll watch through that with some commentary, and then one of two things will happen. It'll kind of depend on where we are in the timeline, I guess.
So he doesn't talk about the
we might do
YouTube
some
stuff at
other
all?
Stories, depending on how long the show already is. We might do some other stories. Might end the stream and go to Twitch. Don't know, for some relaxed time, because it is Halloween, and Halloween is my favorite Twitch month because I like to do watch parties of horror movies with the chat. We watch through some good like 80s and 90s horror movies, sometimes some new ones if there's anything good, almost never, and then just have a good time. And I kind of feel like winding down would be fun, but we'll see. We'll see where.
Wait, he keeps on trying to argue that the state is not physically present in the courtroom, so the case should be dismissed. No fucking shit. No fucking way. Does he think that he found the fucking loophole? Well, the entirety of the state is not inside of this room, so therefore, I have to face my accuser in court, and because I'm not facing my accuser in court, I can't be convicted. I have the giantest Giga Chad brain in the entire world.
We are. That said, I say that said way too much, but that said, for now, we are still streaming on
Sovereign
Rumble and Odyssey,
citizen.
and that is the plan for this show. And yes, I will be resuming live coverage of the trial tomorrow morning when the trial picks up. I was not able to today for a couple reasons. One, I was on Crowder. Crowder wasn't, slacker, but I was on Crowder with Dave Landau, Quarter Black Garrett, a couple other gentlemen whose names elude me, but we're all super courteous, and we had a nice interview there. That was this morning, and then I went to go to our homeschool co-op. We homeschool, and we go to our homeschool co-op a couple Thursdays each month, so our kids get some different teaching and different classes that maybe we wouldn't think to teach. And I happen to teach one of those classes. I teach the Constitution to teenagers at our homeschool co-op, and so it's an obligation that
Okay, I
take
don't care about
pretty
this.
seriously, and so that's.
All right, final memes. One second. Where did I put it? By the way, guys, there's a new streaming service, okay? This is comfy.stream. You guys should go make accounts because I'm going to be dual streaming to there and to YouTube more often. All right? I'll be trying to split it about 50-50 so that we can, you know, get the fuck out of Twitch. No more Twitch. I'm going to be trying to not get banned from Twitch so that I can still talk to people on Twitch. But there's much better discoverability on YouTube, and there's much better there's better discoverability. There's better better access to new communities. So I want to like get involved with, or not get involved with, but probably like weasel my way into some conversations with like the commentary crew, people like that, because Twitch is such a fucking desert of fucking content. There's like nothing going on there. One second. Let's see if this crashes stream.
What?
Would you like to get laid?
Cause
Hi. Would you like to get laid?
what?
Would you like to get laid?
Cause
Oh, okay, that's a stupid fucking clip.
Thank you.
Are we ever gonna accept Sam Hyde's fight offer?
What? I don't, dude. No. Why are you fucking talking to me about some dumbass fucking weirdo Nazi? What's wrong with you? What's wrong? Explain yourself. What do you
Jesus
mean?
Christ.
You think it's fucking funny, dude?
Bro, holy shit, he is such a fucking child. He has the brain of a fucking child. He literally cannot handle someone walking up to him and like making a joking comment. He literally can't do it. He's incapable. He's so fucking emotional, dude.
You got some fucking weird you got some weird fucking deadbeat loser comedian who has completely fucking lost all of its importance on the world by fucking himself over, by giving Andrew Anglin $5,000 in his fucking Nazi defense fund. And you're gonna come to me and be like, it's so funny. Yeah, it's not funny, is it? Do you like that? Do you think it's funny?
I would like to see the fight between
Explain.
you two.
Yeah.
There's no explaining.
I don't want to be around these
Jesus
fucking losers.
Christ.
You should probably conduct yourself a little bit better.
Hi, can I take a Polaroid picture with you?
I'm gonna whoop his fucking. I would never.
God damn. Holy shit. That set him the fuck off. Do you think he's having a bad day? Do you think he saw Destiny walking around San Diego? Do you think he saw Destiny or Molina walking around San Diego and just got super upsetty spaghetti? Holy fucking shit, dude.
Well, Midas and Tony were there.
Yeah, just a random dude.
I thought I was.
Wait, what? What was it?
Well, Midas and Tony were there. I thought I was.
Okay, I didn't see fucking anything. I'm just trying to see if there's anything funny that happened at TwitchCon yet. Fucking nothing. Like the most interesting fucking thing that's happened so far is just the Chud Logic fucking face reveal and fucking bomb that Keffels is walking up to Molina. That's literally fucking it, isn't it?
Lena, and she was shaking. Like, it was like she was so anxious or so angry, she was shaking, right? And she said, tell your husband, if he doesn't stop coming for me, I'm going to get his YouTube channel deleted. No fucking memes. That happened, okay? I'm not shitting you. That happened yesterday at the party.
Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed either. I wouldn't have guessed he looked British.
And she went up to Melina, and
I think I can watch Twitch clips as long as I'm streaming to YouTube. There must be something that when I'm streaming to Twitch and I click on a fucking Twitch clip that it crashes my stream, but this is not.
She went up to Melina, and she was like
crashing
she was shaking.
anything.
Like, it was like she was so anxious or so angry, she was shaking, right? And she said, tell your husband, if he doesn't stop coming for me, I'm going to get his YouTube channel deleted. No fucking memes. That happened, okay? I'm not shitting you. That happened yesterday at the party, okay?
I want to see what he says
she
afterwards.
walked off, and everyone was just kind of like, Jesus. Totally normal behaviour. What did Melina say? I think she was just a bit taken aback, you know? I'm not trolling. That happened.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's why I want to move more to YouTube and have more often YouTube streams, right? We actually, I think today was probably my best viewership because we got up to what was it? 27 people watching concurrently on YouTube at one point. Yeah. So like that's pretty good for a first fucking day streaming here. And maybe after I, end stream here in a little bit, we'll see if this was enough watch hours to push us over the edge to what you call it, get monetized.
Okay. Well, to be honest with you, because basically, DK, obviously, I take full responsibility. Okay, I take full responsibility, right? But basically, DK released a video. Okay, I'm going to tell my own story as well. Fuck it, I'm going to do it. Okay, I'm not going to be a pussy. I'm going to tell you about it. Okay,
Tell me.
right? Okay. No, I'm not going to tell you. 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 No, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you. Okay. It's a bit cringe. Okay. So basically, oh shit, I can't. Sorry. 1 sec. Okay. Okay, right. Listen, I'm trying to do something. All right, right.
Now, genuine question: do you guys think that it would be too much? Because I have a laptop. Do you think that it would be too much to get my laptop and stream my the starting screen here? Oh shit! I guess I have to have something behind it. You can kind of see the starting soon screen back there. Do you think that it would be too much to have that up just playing just streaming in the background and have the title be like streaming on YouTube come through or some shit like that, or would that be against TOS on Twitch? I don't know.
So DK released a video called Keffal's Sickening Ties to Homebrew HRT Site, okay? Right? Now, I know that Keffals knows this video exists, right? Now I'm going to tell you. I know that Keffals knows this video exists, right? Because she replied to a tweet. Gammy had shared it, because Gammy's fucking, got weird takes on this stuff, okay? But basically, Gammy shared a screenshot of it, okay? And Keffals responded to it. And obviously all the replies, because I saw it and I clicked on it, so I wonder what people are saying. It's like, oh, this guy just writes Destiny's dick, da-da-da-da, okay? Now, Keffals had seen it and had replied to the tweet and said, I wish these people would just leave me alone, da-da-da-da. And obviously I've not spoken to Keffals for ages, okay? So I thought, okay, well, I guess that's definite confirmation of a burnt bridge, okay? So, anyway, it's actually Ryzen bought Keffals over, right? Okay? So
why did he do that? Why?
And, I went to shake a hand, right? Just cordial, keep it chill, okay? Went to shake a hand, okay? No problem. We're at a party, let's just fucking chill, right? And
fucking...
she wanted a hug. So I was like...
Wait, why the fuck did Rhizome bring fucking Keffals over? What a stupid fucking thing to do.
Okay, I just gave her a hug. I didn't know what to do. I was like, fuck, Jesus. I didn't know what to do. Because I was like, I didn't want to make it weird. It's like everyone's having a couple of drinks, everyone's just chilling, stuff like that,
Not Rhizome, like, he's not a drama baiter.
And that was it. We didn't speak, nothing. That was it. That was the only interaction we had. That was it. That's the thing is, I wanted to tell you the Melina thing first because that was funny. I wasn't sure I was going to tell you that because it seemed like a nothing burger, but it's kind of funny. Okay, so there you go. You got that meme as well. You got that.
Oh
meme
shit!
too.
Sorry. That's baffling to me. Fucking insane.
Did you know who I was? Yeah, of course. Of course. Anyway, listen, guys, okay? Supreme's giving me shit about it all night. Supreme's giving me shit about it all night. Okay? So, it's not White Claw, it's canned water. Oh man, no, Destiny wasn't there, it was the part of the party. How can you be... Listen, guys, okay? It's not that fucking deep, all right? It's a party, everyone's vibing. Anyway, listen, if you're going to have a go at me for that, right, you should be giving 10 times more shit to Melina because she fucking shook her hand before she did the weird thing where she said, leave me alone or I'll get your husband's channel deleted, okay? That's way worse, come on. What's worse? Come on now.
Wait, he absolutely drama baits with Chud? Like what? Can you give me one example of him baiting drama rather than just like being upset at something? Because there's a difference between drama baiting and intentionally like going out of your way to get people into some amount of drama and like being upset about something, right? I don't think that Rhizome is like that. He's too chill.
Me, well, fuck it. I'm throwing fucking Melina under the bus on this one. Fuck this shit. This is complete fucking bullshit. Wait, what? Hello? Am I still live? Oh no. Is there an issue? Hello? What's going on? Okay, sorry, I don't know what happened there. Reset your goals. You're at 626. Oh shit. Jesus.
I don't think that was drama baiting, Andre. It was cringe.
Anyway,
but it was
guys, listen. Look,
it wasn't
I know there's a bunch of
drama
autists
baiting.
going, "Oh my god, you coward! What did?"
One sec. Let's skip around here.
Jesus.
See if it crashes stream.
Did you get starstruck? Yes, I've got funny looking ears. Okay. Drop Kiwi Farms thing. What? Risk.
Anything interesting happen at all
I'm
here?
not doing.
Nothing.
Stop asking me to say slurs. Oh
Welcome
shit!
to Chud
Fuck,
Nation.
when did this happen? Wait.
All right. I think we've gotten everything that we're gonna get out of today. All right, fellas. Just face reveal drama. Gotcha. I don't think. Here's my thing. I actually really like Rhizome, but he is a lefty. He is like a lefty in his heart. He's not a lefty in his like political positions necessarily, but he is a lefty in his fucking heart. And I don't know. I don't think he's a bad person. And I don't think that he's retarded, but probably like overly emotional about certain things, right? That's the way that I see Rhizome. I don't think it's like a bad thing for him, right? But it's, you know, in the space that he occupies, probably not the best if he's going to talk to other people about it. Kind of the same reason why fucking Hassan never debates anyone. Okay. I'm burnt out. Unfortunately, YouTube doesn't have a rating system. Okay? So, I love you guys very much. If I stream next, I'll probably start off on Twitch and then move on over to Comfy and YouTube. All right? I will catch you guys maybe tomorrow, but definitely on Sunday, even if it's just for an hour to do our podcast with the paraglobalism and Micah Irfan dudes. All right. If you haven't heard about that, basically what we do, two economist dudes and me all fucking talking about some fucking thing that happened that week with econ. All right. So I will catch you guys later. I love you guys very much. And let me figure out how to stop